Hello, hello, welcome everyone. My name is Santa Sangria, and here I am bringing you number 2 of our Sizeday Fridays. We are be joined here by Kalyshark. You can say hello.
Oh, hello.
And Salvia.
Hi.
These two are very large, very lovely beans who are part of the size community. They are on the giant side.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a. There they are. Go check them out. These two giga hotties over at their Twitters. Callie also has a Twitch and streams. Sal, I don't think you stream, do you?
I do not. This is the first time I've been on a stream like this.
Okay, okay. So this is what we're going to be doing for today. As you can see in the pinned thing, we have the question of the week, which is what do you look for in size couple art? This question can be answered via what as a viewer, what do you like to view? And as a consumer, someone who puts in commissions and stuff, something you look for, like what do you when you look for artists want to commission for when you do size couple art? And thank you for the drink. As a starry goddess, thank you for the drink. This both of you, make sure you take a drink. We're gonna start this stream, however, with some questions that were asked in my Discord towards these two lovely ladies. And as well as go into some topics about maybe some size couple topics. I know that you both have very big interest in talking about the being trans in size community, as well as Sal. I believe you said that you would like to talk about being a in a relationship as a asexual. Did you say demisexual relationship
Uh,
or
it's like 50-50 on that.
50-50?
Largely ace, but yes.
Okay, so topic that some of you in chat may understand, may not understand, and it would be a very good eye opener for those who don't, and for those who do understand, but kind of want to lean into it more, like understand more on this situation. Sal might be able to provide some good eye opening experiences.
I will do my best.
Remember, at any point, chat, you guys are allowed to ask questions. I will try to keep a pin in it myself to go back. So don't worry about not asking questions. Please do. We actually would love to get more information from you all. You also can answer questions yourself. If there's a question that's answered or asked to these two, you are allowed to answer it for yourself as well. And with that, I think we're going to start with our first question over on Discord. This question is they say, no judgment, just curiosity. Out of all animals to be part of you, what made you choose sharks? Also, which shark is most represented by your design?
Well, that was a little bit of a process. Uh, when I was figuring myself out, I was torn between dragon and shark. Um, I tried to think of something fluffy, and it just didn't feel right. And then when it came between the two, it really became, hey, do I really, you know, which fantasy do I want more? What do I think has more freedom? Flying sounds cool, but to me, water, the underwater, the deep water is so mysterious, and just being able to just go down, absolute freedom of movement, just freedom. This is the best way I can play it. The sharks are the king down there, at least in my point of view.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I've actually thought about this quite a bit over the years because inside the trans community, there a lot of trans girls have sharksonas. It's
Yeah.
There's a large amount, like more than anything else, and I kind of did a breakdown on it. The way that I saw it is like you look at a shark, like even like regardless of shark shape, you think it gives you like a sense of awe almost. Like the shark, it's sleek, it's beautiful, but it's also dangerous. And I think that's just kind of how a lot of trans girls want to see themselves.
Okay. I'm fairly new to the trans community myself. I've only more recently come out, what, 2 months ago? Um, so I actually don't know a lot of trans culture, I guess is a way to put it, if that's a way to say it. I like recently I learned, and I try my best to make sure I don't say it when it doesn't need to be said. Um, I like to call people hun, and I only recently learned that that's actually not a good thing to say to a trans person when they show pictures of themselves, like their real self and stuff like that, showing off, like, this is me, this is what I look like. Because I believe it was 4chan, because it's always 4chan, right?
Oh, wonderful.
4chan, a lot of the trans community on there, when they would call you hun, that was them basically saying you are not a presentable female. You do not look presentably like a female, and it was almost as an insult. I only recently learned this, but it
I had no clue.
seems. Go
This is
on,
news
sorry.
to me too. Wow.
It exactly. It seems like it's a thing that's not staying. It looks like, because it for a little bit it did spread out, but it looks like the trans community has been pushing back and been like, all right, we're not listening to 4chan. Why are we even thinking about 4chan in this situation? So some are like, it's perfectly fine. Then you'll every once in a while find someone that says, I think this is an insult.
That's interesting because in like 4 years, I've never heard that before.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that before, and I think it's because most people just discredit 4chan, and so like we don't care what 4chan says. It's
Honestly,
4chan.
that's a mood,
So,
right? Let me bump you up a little bit, Callie.
yeah, and I know it was asked in chat. I'm soft today. I have a sore throat, and I'm doing my best.
Okay. I've also never heard that. Exactly. So in my mind, when it comes to the me calling saying, oh, if I'm sitting here saying you look beautiful, hun, I'm not using it as an insult, and it seems like most people nowadays don't. But keep in mind, there will be people out there who might find it as an insult, even though the trans community seems to be taking that back. That is a phrase like, fuck you, this is our phrase, we're going to be allowed to say it if we want to, which is a very good thing. If you can take back a word that was used in negative connotations and actually make it a positive thing, good on you in that group. But welcome in, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys chose sharks because it's a very trans representative. And I didn't know that trans people, a lot of trans females chose sharks as their avatar.
It's almost a bit of
Hmm.
a meme. It's like, oh, you're trans. Well, here's your song. You can choose. You can choose from shark or dragon.
That's also kind of where the I know I'm gonna butcher this. I still haven't learned how to pronounce this damn plushie. The IKEA shark. That there's a
Lahai.
reason that's a um almost a meme in the trans community too.
I got one on my shirt, my Blahai.
Okay, thank you for the pronunciation. It's gonna take me another month for that.
That's cute. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Very, because again, as I said earlier, I'm new to the community, and I didn't know anything when it came to it. I've actually, anything that I've done, I've had to go out and ask like this question. There's and it's different between everyone. I've learned. Take my headset. Give me 1 second. My headset just
Mm-hmm.
died.
Uh oh.
I thought it
Okay,
was
this is
charged.
this is Shark Stream now.
The sharks are taking over.
And I know part of the question was also uh, what species.
Oh,
So
right.
for Sal, I think you have the most straightforward answer of the two of us.
There we go. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. So, if y'all couldn't tell by the giant tail,
Tail.
Sal's based off of a thresher. But there's a little bit of spinner shark in there too. Because I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. When they feed, they spin up out of the water. I saw a GIF of that on Tumblr years ago. I'm gonna date myself with this reference. Um, I saw just a GIF of one. I'm like, my brain just went like, how can I make that into an anthro? And I went like, dancer, and then just everything kind of happened from there.
And then she got like swole.
Yeah, that was like a year after.
My answer is a little messier because I really don't have a set species. Um, I just want just short. Amalgamation of short. Now I did take some design cues from the white tip reef, which you can't see it here, but it's on the tail and the dorsal. How they fade to that lighter color is very much like a white tip, but it's more of just a design cue that I thought looked good, unless I am a white tip. I was joking earlier, just saying I am the great purple shark, new species.
Ah, great purple.
Yeah, not great white, great purple.
Great purple. You're one of those super deep down below the ocean sharks. Gotcha.
I mean, that explains the bioluminescence, now doesn't it?
Yes, it does actually.
So, which sadly I can't turn on. I wish I could right here.
Everybody,
Neat.
just use your imagination.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Callie blinds us with their bioluminescence.
It's like I'm gonna date myself too. It's like that scene from Ghostbusters 2 with the eyes light up. I just do that. Flash the headlight eyes.
You all keep talking about how you're dating yourselves, but like,
Oh, I mean, technically I'm dating her, but
exactly.
And this is why I call her the clever one.
All right, we have a next question. If you've answered that one, did exploring the size kink for either of you help to discover or embrace parts of yourself that you hadn't before?
uh, yeah, that's how I got Tommy. So a lot of people who knew me from before I came out knew I was like, for example, strictly a small. I wasn't into the power fantasy of be big myself, and then once I started really exploring it, I kind of got into it myself. It's also kind of what cracked my eggshell. Um, you know, big lady hot, and then the thoughts of, but what if I was that? What if that me? And now that is me. I mean, that's really the biggest impact it's had, other than all the people I've met.
Interesting. Okay. You, Sal? I know you said you were newer to the size scene.
Yeah, I've only been in it like, I want to say, I think since like, I'm doing some math in my head, like August of last year. So not even a full year. Um, and I don't really know so much as it was like like something I discovered, like I discovered anything about myself. But I know, and I've said this more recently, especially to close friends, is like as I got deeper into my transition, I got more comfortable like exploring like different, I guess, like different versions or different things I can do with Sal instead of keeping her standard like I had been for like first like 2.5 years in my transition, because I didn't really have any like alternate forms. She was always tall but not like giant. But I just got more comfortable in experimenting with that kind of stuff with her, because I've always kind of viewed myself through her, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. I understand that. That's how I learned and it's a question I'm going to ask rather than Discord in 1 second, if you are comfortable with it. I learned I was trans because of Sanus, this character here. And it started when I made her. I was running a roleplay server, and I had made male characters before, and they just never really were interesting or stuck with me. But when I made Sanus and some of my other female characters, it very, very much stuck. The size stuff, I was into size a lot longer than I thought I was. It was, I've said to my chat before, and I'll say it here again. Originally, when I was a young child, I was afraid of the idea of shrinking. And that's why I kind of don't like the shrinking side. I don't like being small. But then the idea of being big and the sense of it it made that part of my brain snap, and I was like, I
Make
like
Ringo
this.
Burr.
Yeah, brain go burr. And with Sanus, she was a kaiju. Since I created her, she was based off of Godzilla originally until she became her own kaiju. And I see myself through her. I don't see I have never really cared for myself IRL. Even when, again, child, always thought negatively of myself. But when I see myself as Sanus, when I'm as Sanus or doing things as Sanus or portraying myself as her, I'm happy with who I am.
Hmm.
I can embrace
Oh,
that.
relatable. I mean, my story is somewhat similar. For me, it dates way, way back. I used to have Sizeday dreams as a kid, and I didn't understand it back then. And then, as I got older, I started seeing movies and such. One I will cite, and then again, dates me. Um, Way back in the '90s, way back. There was a show called Movie Magic. If anyone ever heard of that show and knows of it, it was on Discovery Channel. Um, they did an episode of behind the scenes of the 50-Foot Woman remake. And I saw that and my brain just go brrr.
If you look
Now,
real close, you can pinpoint the entire moment her life changed.
well, not quite. That moment actually came only a couple years ago. And that was when the egg hatched.
All right, that's fair.
Literally happened when I was in VR with two of my friends. And, they're both trans. And, they were they were enjoying themselves. I was kind of left out, and then I realized, wait, what? But I kind of wish I was them. And like, it's like that gif of the cat seeing the galaxy. It's like, whoa. And literally the next day, I started prototyping Callie, which I got. But I kind of have that first prototype picture.
Ooh, would you like to share? I can show it.
Yeah, give me a second. I will send it to you.
Cool, and then gives time for Sal here to explain their side if they feel
Yeah.
comfortable.
Oh yeah. So it's a very similar I guess similar story to Callie's. Um I had made Sal, gosh, I think that was like I think I've had her like 5 almost 6 years now. Um and I kind of got into, a Discord with some people, trans people in the Discord. One of them was another shark. Um and I kind of saw like, how happy they were. Like after I figured out that they were trans, I, started paying a little bit closer attention because some part in the back of my brain's like, and I guess just saw how happy they were, and they were one of the biggest inspirations to help me come out. I unfortunately don't talk to them anymore nowadays, but they still did help, and that's basically the whole reason I'm here now.
Huh. That's It's always fun when you get those realizations when something just kind of sparks you, like, whoa, no, this is it, this is exactly what I want. I think when you, because I know it's hard for people to come out publicly about this stuff. Mine was a complete mistake when I did. I thought I had already came out. I was doing just again a couple months ago. I was doing a big it was a macro march. So it was a big month long macro giant stream thing. And I was playing games with friends. It was right before I started to drink that night. So I wasn't even drunk yet. And I was like, "Oh," so I came out to them really fast. I was like, I just want to let you guys know I found myself, I'm trans." And they're like, "Oh, congratulations." And I was sitting there thinking, "Thanks." And then I looked over at my chat, and my chat was like, "Congratulations. Oh my gosh, Sadis, this is awesome." And I'm like, "Wait, I forgot to come
Oops.
out to them."
Whoops.
Whoops. So then I just fully embraced it.
I mean, for me, no one in my life knows, and I don't know when or if I'll ever let them know.
Yeah, that's the I don't want to say dark side because it sounds a little sinister, but like
It's the
that's the flip side
downside.
of the coin for that.
And I live in a very not friendly place for us. So for me, it's best I keep it on the down low.
Yeah, that's because I'm not in the friendliest of places, and while I've come out to like I came out to my mother, my siblings, and my cousins. I've yet to talk to my grandmother or my father about it, even though I'm sure it'll be fine. I just want to make sure 100% that I'm ready. Oh, Callie,
Hmm.
I see. Let me save this.
Which that became, I'll show you the technical, like the next day. Became this.
That's
My friend, the same one I was with in VR chat when they hatched, drew that, took the
I
inspiration.
remember this picture.
That was the first one I had. That was the first
Uh-huh.
one I really used when I came out. You can really see the white tip on the tails there.
I remember this. Let me pull them up for everyone.
Evolution of Shork.
This is Proto Callie. And then this was next day.
I really have to thank my friend for a lot of the help there. Benny Tigbun, she really helped me with the like the overall design, the markings, the color changes. The ponytail was her idea, and I'm glad it was.
Just gonna
But we basically
share
just
with the
sat
chat
down.
about where the markings come from because you've told me and I love that. Like the color of the markings. What suit you got that from?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's not just the color of the markings. The main reason I went purple and the inspiration of that original proto Cali down there was the gravity suit from Metroid. I believe I used Metroid Prime as the basis because I love Metroid and I love purple, and I was like, well, I love the gravity suit. And in those games, they added that nice blue to the visor, and I know in Samus Returns they added it more elsewhere too.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it though. I can definitely see it.
That's why they on the
Gravity
color I
suit,
am.
best suit.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh.
That's awesome. I like that. Let us get to the next question. We
Um,
have. Go
just to
on.
answer side beast real quick. Yes, I have it. I have, and I have it.
Uh, okay. This one's just a regular question. It's not really size related, but I'll ask it anyway. What is your favorite arcade style game that's ever been released and why? Think the original Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter releases, or sports game like basketball or racing games like Cruisin' or Hydro Thunder, or even Gauntlet Legend arcade release.
So, oh, that is rough. Um, I never really got into fighters much. Um, I would say my favorite type of arcade games would be either arcade racers, which I would actually consider like Mario Kart is straight up an arcade game. Uh, I played a lot of cruising back in the day on N64, but not the arcade. Same with Gauntlet Legends. Oh, that is a game I to this day I want to go back and replay. I love Gauntlet Legends. I played so much of that game as a kid. I used to take my memory card into the local movie theater who actually had the arcade machine, and I could plug the memory card in. It's the only time I've ever seen the arcade machine for that was at one location. Um, so yes, I've played Spy Hunter. I've also played way back in was it the early 2000s? They made like a gritty reboot. Played that one too. Um, but in an actual arcade, the one machine I remember always gravitating towards as a kid was Raiden, which, for those who don't know, is a shmup.
I like this question because you guys are talking about, oh, this is gonna date us. I think this question here dates you all more than the other ones did. Because
Yeah, you're probably
Yeah, the fact
right.
that arcades existed as a kid. Yeah, they didn't just exist; they were actually fairly common.
It was back in the before times.
In the before times, I could go in
before
with a
times, I
dollar and I could
I
play some
said
games.
this before, and I got a lot of reactions in chat. I've never been to an actual arcade, like a real like I've been to those like, oh, this is like a party place. You bring your kids here for their birthdays, and they might have arcade machines here, or like
Oh,
restaurants might
you
have it. But I've never been to a dedicated arcade.
the best arcades are like you can't even think straight because they're so loud. Because every game is competing to be the loudest game.
Hmm.
The winner's typically Killer Instinct. Uh,
That makes sense.
it is musty and smelly, and usually smells of smoke because back in the day there were people be smoking in there, and every single one had the carpet.
Yep.
Oh, I know the carpet though. I know
The
what that
carpet.
carpet looks like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were a blast, and I miss them so much.
Where I live now, we don't have an arcade exactly, but it's a almost a cafe like place that has like the top end computers you can get at the moment, and they have some arcade machines. They have like a whole VR chat station. They have all this stuff there, but it's not loud. It's actually very quiet.
Now, see, I'm glad you said Hydro Thunder because that was going to be my go-to. That's the first one that popped into my head. Was I remember those cabinets. I know they released it on like consoles a while ago, but couldn't compete because the cabinets they had that throttle on the side, and like 8, 9-year-old me thought that was the coolest thing. You just slam that forward. I don't care if I'm slamming into the walls. It just feels so good to mess with the throttle.
That's
Okay, yeah. So when I was growing up, the arcade we had was called Dream Machine, and I can actually find you a picture. I can find you an image of it right now. I can remember it. Here you go. This is the actual arcade I grew up with.
let me.
I don't live there anymore, so I don't mind showing that picture.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. I would go in there, play games. I believe right next door was like a Sears or a J.C. Penney. My parents would go shopping, and I would just be in there. Um,
Second, everyone to.
I don't know what era this picture was taken in. Uh, I believe this picture. Yeah, this is definitely well after I was already out of there. But that layout, I remember that layout. They used to be right behind that pole. Uh, one of those little machines with the dome and the light that spun, and that's where I won. As a kid, I won like 10,000 tickets and bought little glowy stars for my ceiling because that's all 10,000
See,
tickets will get you.
as I said, I didn't have an arcade, but we had like a party place where I guess it was an arcade. Uh, this is not at all part of the playlist I was playing. ADHD moment. Um, and I remember going here and playing these games, and my mom was playing one of them, It was one of those, you take the token and you put it at the top and it drops down and it tries to push out other tokens.
Oh yeah, those are rigged as hell.
She broke it.
Okay, how?
And we don't know how. She broke it, put the coin in, it dropped, pushed out some coins, and then every ticket in the machine pulled out. And the place didn't know what to do, so they just let her keep the tickets. So this is when this is when Pokemon just started getting really big. Let me swap my playlist because this is not. I don't want live music, vocal music to be playing. It's playing
Yeah,
a
when I was growing up,
Wellerman.
it was every mall had an arcade. When I was growing up, it was like the thing. A mall had an arcade.
Oh, but I got all of the Pokemon stuffed animals because we got all the tickets. And when Pokemon the first movie came out, I had every single plush from there, and I lined them up on the seats next to me, and we watched Pokemon the first movie in theaters together.
I think I still have a Charmander plushie from when that was like the first thing I ever bought at an arcade, and I think I still have it.
I don't have my glowy stars anymore.
Oh
they,
no!
they were left
Gotta
on the
get
ceiling when I moved out.
gotta
That's
make your own glowy stars now.
Cybeast. That's the one I won. That's the one I won on. I hit the light on the jackpot, and I was sitting there for like 20 minutes as this thing spat out tickets. My father came to get me, and he's just staring at me. And like I gotta wait for the tickets. They're just they don't stop.
We had one of those. Yeah, I guess it was an arcade. I just never considered it an arcade, but because it didn't really have like arcade games like the cabinets, so like that's why I didn't. But it had the actual like little mini game machines, like one of those basketball ones where you're throwing basketballs, skee ball.
Skee ball's fun. That's a classic.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's move to the next question. Uh, okay, so I don't know if this one will. I I would ask you this question first. Are either of you would you consider yourself artists?
No.
No.
Okay, then this question doesn't really pertain to both of you. So we'll ask.
The best I can do is my little fishy that's on me right now. That is the extent of my art prowess.
It is a cute fishy. We'll
Yeah, I
ask
mean,
this one because we asked the first one here already. Um, what are your favorite sizes to be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
it really depends on my mood. So for me, because I am a size switch, which is why I'm okay, say, for example, being s'mored with Sanis here. Um, the more happy and energetic I feel, like the better I feel, the bigger I feel. Um, I would say on an average, just chilling, hanging out, it'd be anywhere between 25 to 50 feet. Um, Going up as I get teasier. I mean, the short does not have a limit. Um, when I feel unwell, when I feel, if I get depressed or sick or just achy or tired, it's when fish get small.
Okay.
And then this fish over here, hold on to fish.
Yeah, and then I take care of the small fish.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I guess for me, and this is kind of it kind of ties into the reason why I just like macro stuff anyway. Um, well, I do like, the gigantic, like, planetary universe size. I prefer something that can be like tangible to the smaller folks, like doing the rescue work or like, helping hold up a building or carrying a ship back to shore. That's small enough where I can still interact with that small world, but be big enough to actually have an impact on it in a way that I couldn't if I were smaller.
Okay, that's a good one. Those are both good answers. Because I know Callie also does the pictures with the rescue work and stuff like that, and so you both kind of do that rescue-y. You're out
That's
at
actually,
sea.
yeah. That's kind of where I got the inspiration for it with some of her pieces.
Aw, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
No, I really enjoy that. That's a because the way you guys do it works very well, not only for your character but for how you rescue stuff. Because it's a lot of ships at sea that are lost, or this or
But
that, dealing
they
with.
tend to get scared and go the other direction. I'm just trying to help.
Well, I mean, you can't blame them too much. But
I have a radio so they know I'm coming.
it's very it's a good way to do size without it being like, I'm a kaiju, we're used to destroying stuff. Like that's kind of like our thing, but the way that I do with Sanis is at least in her universe, is her family in particular they like to keep the balance. They're neutral when it comes to stuff. So they'll do their best not to destroy things when they're walking through, but if something's in their way from point A and point B is this thing that's trying to like disrupt the balance, it doesn't matter what's in their way. They're going through it. They're going straight for it. They're not going to try to tiptoe around.
Yeah, I'm still very. I don't really like the smashy. I can guess absolutely get smashy. Like if you get me angry, but typically I try to avoid it. Just always been how I am.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
what's funny is on the subject of something Sal said, which I find it funny that I'm literally pointing at you and you guys can't even see that. I talk with my hands. I
Oh
talk with
yeah,
my
I
hands,
do
which is
too.
Me
why
too.
I really wish I had hand tracking.
I know.
Um, what Sal said, I kind of influenced her with the design for the outfit.
Mm-hmm. The
Uh,
rescue outfit.
yeah, she very much influenced my overall design because I knew her before I came out. I was following her, and I was like, "Oh,
That's a good fish.
that's a good fish, and that's a good color, and that's a good fish. I like that fish." Uh, and that was her, and there was a couple others, but she was, as you can see, one of the big influences. Um, so just find it funny that we kind of like she influenced me to become me, and then I have influenced her to become like the Sizey and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. I like that you two influenced each other in different ways, even before you really got together and stuff like that. You were influencing each other. That's adorable. I like that. So I'm actually going to ask Sal, going off the Sizeday Friday questions at the second. I'm going to ask you, Sal, to kind of go into because we brought up the relationship, how you two are able to. 'Cause you said before, again, you're asexual, and how you kind of go into that where Callie is not. How the two of you are able to try to think of the word. I can't think of the proper word. Uh, just how do you guys make your relationships work the way you do, and like get through the things you do?
Mm. Well, I mean, for me, being ace, there's not really like it feels really weird to say, but like the best analogy I can come up with is like, you know, for like the allosexual people, like, having that feels almost like a finish line in my brain, and like not having that, my finish line is like where I trust somebody enough that I can just tell them whatever I want. No boundaries, no guards. Um, for me, that's the highest peak you can get to in a relationship. It's just pure trust. Like you don't even have to you don't have to be afraid to tell someone something.
Mm, yeah.
And I do. I trust that fish next to me so
Mhm.
much.
Right? And there you guys have it in chat right there. That's what you need in a relationship. Being able to be open with each other and not have a fear of hiding something. You have trust. You know one's not going to do something the other's not going to like. Just enjoy what you
Hmm.
have and continue with it. I have brought up stuff when it comes to relationship. It's been a while since I've been in a relationship. The last one I was in kind of messed me up in a lot of different ways, so I've been afraid to get in one. So I've been more focusing on I need to work on myself before getting in anything. And it's a process. It the you two being able to be so communicative to each other as you're talking, not holding anything back, not having any like secrets, but being open. That's it's nice to see that. Very eye opening. So let's see. Okay, so this one here is a very interesting one. I'm actually very curious. What was the first piece of size media you remember seeing, and which is your favorite?
I mean, I already kind of answered that question. So the first one I remember seeing, as I said before, was the 50-Foot Woman remake. So rather than answer it for that one, when it came to me really getting into it and, you know, actively searching for it, I want to say 20, like 2015, 2016 range is when I was just really just finally delving into it. Was just a lot of the art from the artists that I to this day stay in touch with. Like, for example, around 2017, Sahagan. Um, I followed him pretty much since his very first image that he put out, which at the time I didn't know was his first that he put out publicly. And from there, just kind of snowballed. See, Cyber, I never really watched any of those shows. Like, a lot of people will say, "Oh, my fetish awakening was Totally Spies." I never watched that.
That was
That came out.
that
Okay,
was
I
in the
was
2000s, like
yeah, yeah.
past your time. I think the closest you would have had cartoon wise is what Dexter's Lab,
There was the Dexter's Lab episode. That one was a thing. Um,
but that was less of a size awakening, and that was because Dexter's Lab was is less of a oh I think I'm into this I feel like and more of a this is a child becoming big.
yeah. So for me, the Dexter's Lab one really didn't do it, and neither did as because I see someone in chat mentioning Alice in Wonderland. Neither did that because, as you just said, they're kids, and so it literally did nothing to me. I was like, well, that's cool. Although I recall in Dexter, I think the mother ended up at the end. Now that got me, and I am now remembering the ending of Honey, I Blew Up the Kid
Mm-hmm.
with the
That
mother.
one was a good one.
That definitely did something.
Hmm. I gotta say, I'm not super versed in movies, so mine doesn't really come from that.
Yeah, I'm
I was
working
gonna
on
say,
that.
yeah. Um, that's been a constant in both my relationships. Uh, but honestly, like the first time I really like the size things I really remember seeing. Um, it's going to sound like a bit of a cop out, but it was some of Callie's art, and I think I told her very early. It's like I saw that, and I'm like, this is doing something to my brain, and I don't quite know what, but I like it.
Why are neurons firing? What's going on here?
Exactly. Like that's it. And then like I remember seeing it was probably like a year before we were a thing, like a year and a half. I remember seeing some of her stuff and I'm like, I really like this. And I don't know why. And now I do.
You know what? That's perfectly acceptable. Absolutely understand that. There are people who I've gotten message from going they weren't into size really all that much until they've saw me and how I interact with size and do stuff, and that kind of, as you said, something in their brain, neuron activate, kicks in, you brain blast like Jimmy Neutron, and all of a sudden you're now looking up all the different size stuff. You've read many different size stories on the internet, not realizing it.
Mm.
I can't remember the moment I got into size, but I do remember those different things, seeing them. Um, I can't remember when I got into size. I remember I was afraid of it at first, but I do remember when I was 9 or 10, and I clearly had to have been into size somehow at some point at that moment in time, because I took a piece of paper and I drew my own size based art with the female destroying cars and stuff like that naked, and then I hid it under my mattress and I forgot about it until we moved and my mother found it years later.
Oops.
Yeah, whoops.
I don't know. I got that. I was holding that for a friend.
Yeah, I was holding it for a friend. That's exactly what it is. Um, so we have one more part to that. What is your favorite size media?
Hmm.
Am
We're
I
kind of
able to use kaiju movies?
Yeah, I could say you could use size kaiju movies and stuff.
Okay. Because I haven't really, again, it's kind of, and I'll go into this later when we have the opportunity, but I'll go searching for a whole lot of size media on my own. Um, the reason I like Godzilla is because, you know, I would have been a dragon or a lizard if I wasn't a shark. Um, I just really like scalies and like a big lizard make brain go burr a
closure.
little bit. So, like I'm really loving how what they're doing with the like the MonsterVerse and like -1. I just loving actually getting to watch Godzilla, um, like in this day and age, and them being really good movies.
So what you're saying is you could have been another kaiju. It would have been two kaiju's on this couch surrounding a shark if you had went the other way.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. For me, it's harder to answer because we're kind of spoiled these days. So when I was first really delving into it, there was a bunch of really kind of low quality art. There were some greats back then. I mean, Chief was active and like in his heyday back then. Um, but a lot of them, a lot of the big names you know now who do the size art, because Twitter really wasn't a thing yet. um, So, like, it was hard to find them. I typically would, like, work around, GTS Depot or the Process forums, if anyone remembers those places.
Do not.
Um, yeah, they were a hub of all things growth, transformation, all that kinda stuff. Uh,
Ah.
we had a lot of collages, a lot of lower quality art, um, and then a lot of attempts at 3D, and if you guys have seen how it used to look back then, all the poser stuff. Oh boy, we are spoiled these days. You go look at something that uh as maybe does, and then go look at the past. It's like that was like only 10 years. It's like night and day. It's ridiculous how far we've come. So I mean, I don't really have a go-to media like Sal does. Kaiju don't really do it for me. That kind of stuff doesn't do it for me. The VR will. Um, Anything that kind of brings me actually into it will. But watching a movie that's just so happens to have size, it's not specifically designed to be, hey, this is size smut, it doesn't do it for me.
Okay. Trying to think. I think in terms of just a specific media, my favorite will. I absolutely love the piece of my friend Foxgirl Rogel and Estella. They got a piece together where it's first off, the artist did my PFP in Discord right now. Um, I'll bring up the picture if I still have it saved. I don't know if I do anymore. I do not. But the picture was it's it shows Estella in a city kind of stomping around, and then it kind of pulls out and it shows that the city, which is now being lifted in the air by Fox Girl as she's going and giving Estella a kiss. So she's Estella, who is bigger than the city, is being kissed by an even bigger Fox Girl, and I really love the
Multi-size is
size
good.
that size difference and the way that the artist did Fox Girl's lips in it were very, 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 very appeasing. Again, brain go burr.
Brr.
And I'm gonna ask this one question because it's a small one right before we get ads. It's a silly question. Have you ever imagined broccoli being small trees?
Yes. And okay, I could destroy a whole plate of broccoli. That's some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I ever have, but I think I will now.
Man, little trees.
I used to, again, when I was little, would eat broccoli and I would act like I was a dinosaur eating the broccoli trees. I think that's a rather, at least for
I'm
children,
hungry
that's a
now.
more normally thing. We should be getting ads soonish, so I'm not gonna ask the next question until then. So we can kind of just talk about some topics at the moment, and then go and do the rest of these questions after the ads are over. Because that poor cheese sauce on the forest.
Oh, see, I don't typically have mine with cheese. Like, don't get me wrong, cheddar broccoli is good. Typically, just steam it with some butter. Good shit.
Yeah, that's how I eat it. Even when I was a kid, didn't put cheese on it.
Mhm.
I My parents and grandparents were always like, "I don't understand this kid. They like to eat broccoli." Just like, I
Oh, now I
enjoy
could
it.
go for some like broccoli cheddar soup. Ugh.
I ordered Chinese for lunch, and I still have my fried rice for later.
I got a can of soup waiting for me because of my throat. Yeah, me old chicken noodle.
Yes, you need to get stuff to help your throat. I'm gonna
Yeah.
share to you two the thing I've been working on off stream
Okay.
that I can't show on stream because it's technically I would get slapped by Twitch.
It's not good enough for this Christian Twitch.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh yeah, two trans lesbian sharks. This is definitely a Christian Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Super
Mm-hmm.
Christian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I did this last night right before I went to bed.
Oh, let me looky.
I think it was last night. No, it wasn't before bed. I just did this last night.
Oh. Oh, I see what you're making.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to
I'm
get
picking up what you're putting down.
into contact with a seller see if I can find one that will do something more like this, because I would like to do it as a blanket, but the people that I do for blankets are like, no, this would be too much.
Hear me out. That first one, take that, rotate it 90 degrees, make it a desk mat.
That's another thing. Yeah, it would work as a desk mat too. I could probably do both.
Mhm.
For those in chat, I can't show it, but I hope this is gonna get your brains thinking. Had you in
It's
Discord for
awesome.
the art you mentioned about Rochelle and Estella. Oh, thank you. Gotcha. Thank you, Anna. Foxgirl, thank you for the drink. Yeah, Siege and Anna both have seen the pictures. Let's just say Siege saw one of them, and his first thought was, if you put that on something, which is the first picture, the one they told me to make as a desk mat, if you put that on something, they would buy it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll show off the picture. Uh, that is, as I said, my favorite size media piece. I've shown it off on stream before, but for those who have not seen it, you'll get. Oh, there's the ad break. This is the picture I'm talking about.
The people watching the ads shall never know.
I know. Absolutely love this one. It's I think it's a combination of the multiple sizes and like the way that the artist did the lips. It's just a very
Mm-hmm.
very good piece.
That I saw that the other day. That's very good.
Mm-hmm. Same artist did the current PFP. Here, I'll bring that up as well. If I can find it. I have too many folders. I need to organize my computer.
All my picks are organized and by character and by artist sometimes.
I working in Blender has ruined me. Here it is.
Ooh.
Scale.
Cute.
This is the
That's
same
that's
artist.
cute. That's really cute.
Well, I like that.
And I know what about it you like.
Go ahead, share it with the class.
Yeah, she liked the titty.
You're
Ah.
correct.
Sorry, Goddess, thank you for the 500 bits. It means a lot. And all the support you guys are showing, follows, subs, all of that, it helps go a long way for making this show and my streaming stuff go on even more and more. We are very excited. I remember I asked Callie and I originally we thought about you being on here for the first one, but I decided to make that one the this is just the start one, so no people in. It's just gonna be me, and then you came for this one, and it was after that stream, and Sal, you had came in and you were talking in the chat, and I had like I should ask Sal with Callie. So I
Yep.
was like, Callie should, would Sal also enjoy it? Like, would they like to be on? And Callie was like, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Yep, I was literally gonna ask you.
Thank you for the stretch, Fox girl. Why is Estella always bullying the tiny cities? That would be something you'd have to ask her. I think she thinks it's fun.
I know she bully. It's up for the bigger bigs to keep her from bully too much.
It's true. It's very true. Okay, the ad break has finally ended. Imagine bullying tiny cities. Yeah, Lee. Yeah. We're gonna go into the next question. This one is an interesting one. What advice would you give to a beginner giantess in terms of how to be in charge, just have more confidence, and any tips on exercises to get into the mindset of being large and in charge, basically? I want to be a Dom giantess, but I often don't have confidence in myself much and usually have no idea how to get immersed into the idea, but I know I want to be one.
That's hard because it kind of just came natural for me. um,
Yeah,
the number one goal is to just be confident when you're saying something and doing something. You are correct. Just keep that. You are correct. If the person you're teasing speaks up, you act in turn. If they are speaking out of line, shut them down. You kind of have to just have that. You know, you have to have charisma. Is the best way to put it. It's charisma. You got to have enough to be able to either be confident or be able to fake it. Now, for me, I really not faking it. I mean, people have seen that just the other day. What happens when I really put the foot down? Um, but just don't just when you're not feeling confident, you're in your own head too much. You need to get out of your own head. You need to just get out of your own head. You hold yourself back. Now, it is entirely possible that you're just not fit to be a dom, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Um, there's nothing wrong with going. You know what? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not a dom. Maybe I'm the sub, or maybe you're not a hard dom. I'm not a hard dom. I'm usually very nice, very soft, very. I will dom you with kindness. That's typically how I do it. I don't put on the mom voice often, unless someone deserves it. It's just the best I could say. Just you gotta,
looking at you, chat.
yeah,
Someone deserving it.
yeah. But it's also about communication. You have to communicate with the person who is, if someone's subbing to you, you have to communicate with them. Keep in mind, and this is going to some psychology. When it comes to say a dom and sub relationship, the one who holds the power in the relationship is actually the sub. They have all the power because they give it up to allow you to dom them. And so if you trust them and they trust you, it should just come natural. If any of that made sense.
No, it made sense. I get it. You gotta make sure you can show, like, hey,
Like,
you gotta hold your head high, and when I mean high, I mean high. As said, charisma. It is a charisma based thing. You can't just kind of submit. It's like, again, that's what sub is. You are submitting. You can't submit to it. You just have to keep going.
and there is absolutely nothing wrong with being, a switch and kind
Yeah,
of going back and forth. I typically 99% of the time dom roll. But occasionally, the fish want to get small and just cuddle with this fish.
I
Yeah.
absolutely switch. I don't do size switch myself, but I will let, like, if I do role play with someone and someone else is a big, or sometimes if they're small and they want to dom a big person, I might, I if and I'm in the mood for it, I'll do it. I don't mind.
So what you're saying is I need to get a collar and a leash and keep that on standby?
Maybe
Mhm.
because I'm a by nature a role player. And I know how to take on a role for even things that I'm not into. I know how to take on the role for it. For this situation, I don't mind being a switch. I let other giantess or giants that I've role played with take the reins. I'm be the passive one while they are the dominative one. But as you said, 99% of the times I'm usually the dom.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm perfectly fine with doing the other. Sometimes, and it's like I'm going to use real life scenarios where I've done things. Sometimes, I want to control the things, and other times I just want to lay back and let the other person do the work. Sometimes I want to be lazy. That's how I've always been. It's
Mm-hmm.
tiring.
It is an act. It is role play, and
Mm-hmm.
both sides need to be in on it. I
Absolutely.
mean, if you really want to practice it and do it in a low key way, go find some friends and go play D&D. Roll up a character and just this is what this character is going to be. They're going to be assertive. They're going to be the dominant face of the party, and that kind of lets you practice that kind of personality in a way with other people. It's not necessarily a kink. It's just getting into that mindset of I'm confident. There's a door. There could be something bad behind the door. They're all arguing over we should check the door for no, screw that. I go through door.
Sometimes it's needed. Someone take
Barbarian
a
brain.
put your foot through the door. What about you, Sal? Do you have any advice you might want to give?
I think not so much, not really anything that's not been said already. Um, because like as a switch, I will admit when I first came out as trans, I thought I was very much a sub. I still have some of that, but I found it's more of a switch. Like, and I guess a way that's helped me is as a switch, I kind of know what buttons to push for a sub, like when I've actually done the switch. So for me, that's a little bit easier to get into into the act of like, oh, this is I know this person, I know how I would react to saying this. I'll try it, and then if I get a good reaction out of it, I'll put that in like a mental file to pull back out. Like one of my trans friends, um, puppy girl, literal and metaphorical.
Buggy.
Like all I've gotten to the point where like I have a GIF saved on Discord of somebody long feminine fingers just like clicking and unclicking a leash, and I can just send that to her and it's instant key smash.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have someone I can do that with a clicker. Yeah.
That's cute. I love that stuff. I've I don't have that myself. I don't have something where I could just click send this to someone and instantly. I mean, I kind of do. That's just pictures of me, so that doesn't really count in my opinion. Uh, like I'll use Siege in chat. I can send a picture of my eyes to Siege, and Siege would melt. But I don't count that because it's still using my body for it rather than just as you said, a GIF of a clicker. Uh, but I do have my way with words. I'm really good at articulating and writing out stuff that in a way that it just melts people when I do get that way. And it's a blessing and a curse because I love doing it. But then I get it too much in my head that I can do this and I want to do it more to other people and I need to realize no, I can't do this. This person, no, don't do this to them.
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, um. Okay. So this one's gonna be a fun one because
Okay.
we'll have to figure out this question, how to answer it without breaking Twitch stuff.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Hard mode.
What
It,
size is your favorite to do 18 plus with your partner at? Rather, it's wholesome level or straight up doing it.
I had a hunch that was going to be the question. Hold on. Oh, my throat decided that moment to clog up. So, when it comes to that, Sal here is, ace. while I'm not ace, kind of lean that way. So we don't really do much 18 plus. It's actually for us it's more of the on the wholesome side of just like just cuddling and you know
Okay.
cuddling holding each other. As
Mhm.
for size, it depends on mood. If I'm in a good mood, I'll be city size and holding a little sow in the booba. If
So
hmm?
I think the one picture you sent last time for the last Sizeday Friday is probably the most 18 plus you do, where it's the two of you bigger than mountains and stuff like that, naked but holding each other.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So nothing beyond like dude, naked, all of that, perceiving each other without clothing on, but nothing more
like
than that.
I am very much just a titty gremlin, and that's really all I care for. Like I don't care about like actual sex or any of that.
Okay.
So to answer the actual question, it depends on my mood. It depend will determine the size. If I'm just feeling down and out, I'll just be s'mored and cuddle on the lap of this fish. Um,
Mhm.
Oftentimes it's the other way around. I'll just be be big and have this fish in my lap.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cute, very wholesome, as you said. I like that. Like how open you are with that too. Very good. Um. All right. This next question, again, not these next few questions are not that sizey, but what's your favorite desserts?
Oh,
Oh, oh.
I. This is gonna sound so basic, but for me, can't beat a good slice of New York cheesecake.
I don't think that's basic. I like cheesecake.
Like if you want to put like raspberry or like strawberry on top, like fresh fruit. Oh,
Mm.
that's even better.
Yeah, it's good. Um, I don't know what to actually call mine because it's something that my family has always made. It probably has a name. I just don't know it. But it is a mixture of crumbled cake, chocolate pudding, Cool Whip, and Heath, basically layered like that, going up. It
Okay.
is so rich, but it's so good.
See, this one's hard for me because I'm more of a savory person than sweet person.
Mm.
But I think my favorite dessert, like something that I will always just really enjoy every time I have it. I really like ice cream sandwiches. Just
I mean, ice cream sandwiches are good.
they're just a general. These are good. It doesn't matter what flavor. They're usually I've had pumpkin pie ones. I've
Ooh.
had the Neapolitan ones. I've had a bunch of different ones. Cookies and cream ones. Just ice cream sandwiches are good.
Ice cream sandwiches are real good. I
Honestly,
mean, ice cream in general is also good.
here's a ice cream sandwich life hack. So for me, I like ice cream sandwiches, but my teeth are very sensitive to cold. Um, but what you can do is, if you take like a Swiss cake roll and you put that in the freezer for a couple hours, it tastes exactly like an ice cream sandwich, but it doesn't hurt my teeth.
I'll have to try that one day if we ever
I'm
get
sorry,
Swiss cake rolls here.
Swiss cake rolls. Another trick you can do is Cool Whip. Take Cool Whip, put it in between. You can buy these wafers. I can't remember what they're actually called. They are extremely thin and they taste like Oreo. They're very thin. And you can take Cool Whip, put it between two of those, put it in the freezer. When you pull it out, the Cool Whip hardens to almost the consistency of like an ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds good.
They're really good and they're really light.
It does sound really good. I'm gonna ask these questions first because they're not super related to size stuff, and then we'll get back into the size questions. These are all by the same person, so it makes it easier. What for both of you? What is your favorite type of swimwear?
Mm.
So, in a little twist of irony, I don't swim much in real life. I don't have a pool anymore.
Then
Um,
let's go with what is Callie, the character's favorite type
oh,
of swimwear.
I mean, I'm literally wearing it underneath this, just bikini top, and
Bikini top?
and bottom, which you can sort of see.
Callie likes to swim
And
with the top and not the bottom. She's afraid of bottoms,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. No, no, I love bottoms. Um, and then obviously there's the work outfit of the red lifeguard.
Okay.
So, Rigel, where I live, it actually is. I live in the
Yeah.
south. Most people here who have a house have a pool. And I used to until I moved. We don't have a pool in our house. A lot of our neighbors have pools, and there is a community pool, but like community pools.
If not a pool, you have a large pond,
mm, I would
which
stay out of the pond.
which usually has,
Gators, yeah,
uh, the reptile cats, as they call them.
yeah. No, we have to assume every body of water here has those.
Oh, all right. So for my turn for answering that, I've been very into the marine rescue suit that I've had on my Sona. Um, but outside of that, it's hard for me to beat like a good old fashioned like slingshot bikini.
Mm.
Those are very good.
Okay. I'm trying to find a GIF because this GIF has the my preferred swimsuit for my character. And honestly, once I start fully going into stuff, I think I would probably get something to match this look. Rather than because I don't know if I would do a bikini myself, but here we go. I
Oh yeah,
enjoy
those
this
are cute.
one piece. Uh, Kind of has like the little skirt bottom. This is my favorite swimsuit.
One pieces are good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, and I like to tell the story, this GIF was the very first time that the meme of my booba has destroyed more planes than most wars have comes from. This was the start of it. The very first plane I ever destroyed. Then the next one is, what is your favorite beach?
Favorite beach?
Yeah.
So again, I really was never a beach person. I know it's so weird. I'm a shark,
Where
but yeah, wasn't really into the
yeah.
beach. Um,
You're afraid of other sharks. More socially
no,
afraid of them than you are.
no, it's just people. It's the people that are the problem.
I get that.
Um, I mean, where I live, I got a lot of options. I mean, I can travel. I can pick a direction, go 45 minutes, and I hit a beach. Um,
A little harder for me to do that.
I live on a peninsula,
Huh.
so we used to go to Daytona a lot, but that's because it's the most convenient. Because Miami is the distance, and it's also Miami. Um, but I'm gonna cheat and actually not go to these current beaches because I have most memories of before I moved to this hellhole state. I used to live in Massachusetts, and we used to go to Cape Cod. We used to go to the beaches there. The water was freezing, didn't care. It's beautiful up there. I
That's
used to
really
catch
fun.
horseshoe crabs.
That's cute.
Hmm.
Say so it's been a while since I've been to a beach. I live in Colorado, probably one of the most landlocked states
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is.
What's a
Shark in
beach?
Colorado. Um, but I do remember one year It was a family trip. We went up like the coast of Oregon, Washington, and California, and Oregon's the only other place I would ever live other than Colorado. The beaches in Oregon were gorgeous. Like some of them, you could see like the redwood forests off in the distance. Um, it wasn't super hot. I hate the heat. I'm terrible with it. Being able to go on the beach and it's like overcast. It's like about like 60 degrees. That's my ideal weather. Is something like that.
That's good. Rainy, good.
hmm hmm Foggy, a little overcast.
Mm-hmm. Like it storms here frequently, and like I live for that.
Yeah, we get storms here. I live in a when you think of the state of Ohio, you don't think you think of it's up north. It probably snows a lot.
Oh, Ohio exists.
Yeah, Ohio exists. Fun fact: most of us go to the moon. Actually,
But Ohio
uh,
is a myth.
Yeah.
well, it's always been Ohio. Always has been. I can pull up the picture. Uh, where I live in particular, it is a subtropic area. So imagine Florida, but in Ohio, without the gators, and it's equally as humid and awful. Yeah,
You take the gators out when you're getting rid of half the fun.
I know. Yeah, exactly. We don't have the gators. We don't have the iguanas that aren't native. We don't
Okay, we
have.
don't want the iguanas. The iguanas are bad.
I know they're bad,
They're
but there's.
nasty. They're nasty and aggressive.
It's still kind of funny whenever it's like about to hit winter, and all of a sudden you just start seeing iguanas rain from the forest canopy
Yeah,
because they fall.
they will whip you hard. Like
Oh
if
no,
you think their
iguanas are
tail's good.
green iguanas are super mean. I could go on about lizards. I wanted to
No,
be a
we got little
herpetologist at one
lizards.
part.
I love our little lizards. We got those all over the place.
Curly
They're called
tails, those are also I
little
think invasive.
anoles.
Yeah, anoles. Green
So
anoles.
we have two kinds of anoles. The green is native, and the brown is invasive. And the brown have
Mm-hmm.
basically pushed all the green out.
Yep. I used to have green anoles as pets actually.
I just go outside and grab one.
I
Yes, Star.
very much love reptiles. You would think I would love to go to Florida. I've been to Florida and visited, and it
It
was really
sucks
cool.
there.
I was a child. I was like super small, and I was only there for Disney. So I wasn't
If
into
you're
reptiles like I am now.
if you're a kid coming here for Disney, it's the greatest place in the world. If you live here,
No, it sounds awful.
Not so much.
please save me. It sucks.
It sucks that both of the places that's like perfect to raise reptiles outdoors is terrible for people like us to live
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
because it's Florida and Texas, the two of the best places.
And there's also, the fact of Mother Nature tries to murder us usually once a year.
Eh,
The
that's Mother
hurricanes are
Nature though.
pretty bad.
That's because Mother Nature knows that Florida is a terrible place and it needs to be
I mean,
smoked.
we're a sand dune. She's trying to put us back in the ocean where we belong. We yearn for the sea.
We have skinks where I live, blue tongue skinks, and those were my first lizards. Actually, I used to catch them and we would keep them as pets for a bit. Don't ever do
Oh, those
that.
are
Terrible
cute. Those are
idea.
cute.
They're cute. Wild lizards are not good pets.
No,
Oh
water
no.
lizards are not pets.
This is
You
before all of the new and good information that we've actually learned in lizard keeping, reptology, herpetology, and stuff has come out.
Like I have a coworker who has a blue tongue skink, and he has two axolotls.
Oh, cute.
Oh, they are adorable.
no thoughts
They're,
head empty.
I will say there is no thoughts in those heads.
No.
Give me the brain cell back. I need it.
There's not even one brain cell between them. I've
Let's
seen
talk about
axolotls before.
let's talk about you. Give me the brain cell back.
No, it's mine. I need it.
No,
You get your
Axolotls
own.
are very, very cute. The closest pet store that sells reptiles here sells axolotls. They actually deliver them by mail, which is crazy to me because axolotls, they're super cute, but they're very easy to just die. They'll just
yeah,
die.
you got to take care of them correctly.
Hmm.
Too much
Um,
iodine. Oh,
yeah. And this is the last question from this person. It's not the last question overall. We have a few more after this. Have any cute nicknames for each other or for different sizes?
Yeah, she my fish.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
we just,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we can literally just have a conversation. We just call each other fish
Yep.
with an E, just fish.
Yep. It has to be fish with an E. That's an important
We can talk
distinction.
about both of
Oh.
us in the same sentence, and I will call myself fish, and I'll call her fish, but we understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's a difference. It's not fish, it's fish.
Yes.
Hey, fish.
That's cute. Love little cute nicknames that you can give each other. In this, we're on to the last.
My phone has actually tried to start correcting when I type fish to add an E onto the end of it.
That's
I have to
amazing.
be
Mine does it.
careful.
Yeah, mine does it. Yeah.
That's amazing. Um, I think we answered this one. Yes, we did. Sorta. I think you did, Kelly. I don't know if Sal did. Did you guys answer if you didn't settle with whatever variant of shark, what animal or other creature, including fantasy and mythical, such as dragons and elves, would you have picked to at least help influence your design? I believe, Callie, you said dragon. Sal, did you answer
Uh,
this one?
I did a little bit. It was more like a generic answer. If you give me a second, I'll actually pull up the lizard species that I probably would have been. Give me just a second here.
I hope it's red-eyed crocodile skinks.
It's
I love
unfortunately
those.
not.
No.
Um, so let's see if I can
You pull
find.
that up. I'm going to pull up. So Callie knows this, but Sal, you don't. You're a big kaiju fan, Sal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I actually have a fully 3D model kaiju for the kaiju that the sangrias are based on. I'll pull up these pictures of them.
I've seen that.
It's actually how I have my tail,
Oh, oh, that looks good.
and they were done uh by art. I'm lucky. The artist who did these 3D models, it was my cousin. He's very big into what's the program? I can't think of the program, but it's a big 3D modeling. It's good for 3D printing, but not good for Blender and stuff. Uh, he loves kaiju, and I was like, could you make a kaiju design for me? And he goes, okay, what do you want me to base it off of? Do you want a reptilian? I said, I took a picture of uh a Asian water monitor and
Oh, I see
a
it.
Cuban iguana and sent it to him, and then sent him the spikes of a red-eyed crocodile skink, and I said, mix these, and that's how you have this one.
It's a very good design.
Mm-hmm.
He does. He also. I got lucky. How much do you think if you were to go commission someone and they're like, you go, I want all this. What? It was a fully 3D model. What? How much do you think it would cost?
Rigged.
It's not rigged. I had to rig it myself.
500.
Okay.
Uh, say 100.
I got a deal because it was my cousin, and he did it for $100. And originally, it did not come textured, and I asked him if he could texture it, and he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "You're gonna have to wait another month because I can't texture it with my computer." He had to buy a whole new computer to get this model,
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
and I was very, very fortunate.
Oh, I went ahead and I sent you the picture of my other stone of choice.
I love. So I was close in a way. I love these guys.
Mm-hmm. I learned about him once and I'm like, oh my god, this would have been perfect.
Oh, I actually have to screenshot it because it's one of those stupid web
Ugh.
things.
It
Save.
like it doesn't even look real.
No, it doesn't. I love these guys though. They're so cute.
It's like the what is it? The dragon lizard that looks like a dragon.
The
Yeah,
dragon,
that's
it's
a
like a bird, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the bird, the bird, the
The bird
bird.
that looks like a dragon. Also, this if the creator of Web P is watching this stream, come here. I just want to talk.
Yeah,
I just want to talk.
Just want to talk. Just want to talk.
Yeah, I love those. That shade of blue is gorgeous.
So I've seen pictures of these guys. It's an alligator lizard. Super pretty, super cute. Very vibrant.
And it would probably still be purple if I'm being honest.
I think it would work though very well.
Purple white underbelly. I might be
Mm-hmm.
biased to that, but I think it would work.
Very, very pretty. I love these guys. I'm surprised they're able to live in the wild with this coloring.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that they would stand out.
Might also be that bright colors equals poisonous.
That could be, yeah, it could be
Maybe
the don't
that
eat
might be
me,
it.
I might be poisonous type hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very beautiful. Let's get to the last set of questions, and then we'll ask the question of the week to the chat, and then we will respond to everyone's answers, and then we will get into the art. Um. Okay. Today is your comfy day. With nudity out of the question, what's your favorite comfy outfit?
I mean, I'm literally wearing it right now. Just like gym shorts and a t-shirt.
That works.
Yeah, I'd say like sports bra gym shorts.
I'm a
I have
big.
so much art of that, and you'll see it in a little bit. I have so much of that.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm a big pajama pants person. Actually, I love PJs.
Mm.
Love wearing pajamas. So much so, my grandmother had like she kept on giving me pajamas just in general, and she's like, I need to stop getting you pajamas. You have that's all your clothing are. And I was like, no, you need to give me more. I'll wear all of them always. I don't. I'll go out and wear my PJ. I'll go to Walmart and wear PJs. I don't care.
I mean, it's Walmart. Most
Yeah.
people there are wearing PJs.
Either they're wearing PJs or they're barely wearing anything.
I work in a pharmacy, and I've seen people come in PJs. Some people really don't care.
Yeah. And it's one of those like, at least for me, since currently I'm a full time streamer, I don't have to worry, and I'm not like going out looking for a relationship with anyone, so I don't care what people think, how I look, what I'm wearing. Uh, I guess I get that from my older sibling. They've always been like, I don't care. Growing up, they would wear very outrageous outfits. The kind of it would make them the center of attention. Everyone would be looking at them because, and that's how they would like get that. Like I want to be this. They were always the let me be the center of attention with everyone. You have to be looking at me, eyes on me. Look at this weird outfit thing that I'm wearing. If I had the time, I would be that bitch that gets all dolled up just to go to the gas station. That's gonna be me in the future if I ever stop being lazy.
When I do that going grocery shopping, I'll wear 4-inch heels to the grocery store.
Tall.
Do I need to be 6'6" when I'm going to the grocery
Yes.
store? No. Do I want to? Absolutely.
Gonna get the longest dress in the world and go in with stilts. I'm actually this tall, you just can't tell. Don't worry about
Mm-hmm.
it. Don't look up my dress. And then the last question for the night in the Sizeday Friday questions. I guess this one's kind of been answered already by you, Callie. Who would you be the opposite size for, if anyone?
Yeah,
He's right here.
that I was about to say. Do you want to field that one, or do you want me to?
No, she's literally right here.
Well, there you go. There's your answers. These have been. Thank you guys for asking questions in the Discord. I'm gonna post the Discord link really fast. If you would like to ask questions for future ones, expect these two to in the future be on here again.
Oh yeah, I'd be open for that.
We will most likely have returning guests. Maybe not anytime soon, but in the future there will be returning guests. And if you go to that Discord and join it, every time we do it, so every other week we do a Sizeday Friday, there will be a uh, it's that forum post I think in there. I think that's what these are called, or discussion board, where you go in, you type out a question for the person who will be on for that week, and we'll be able to ask them directly to both the guests and stuff. So they'll be there. Now, here comes the question of the week. Now, the question of the week is something for chat to answer, and while we can answer it as well, we can then we make comments on the answer. Nothing judgy, of course, just more of like, oh, I understand that, or I feel that, etc. And the question of the week is, what do you look for in size couple art? This could be as I said before, being the consumer, someone who goes out and buys said size couple art. So for Callie and Sal, if you two were to get a size couple art, what do you look for an artist with it? Or someone who views it. If you don't go out and buy the art, but you look at art and you want to, if you see size couple, what do you prefer to see? Same thing
So
as
you can go. So you can go first, hon. I'm still thinking. I'm gonna get my words in order.
I mean, for me, it has to be intimate, but like not necessarily kinky, just intimate.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's would be how I'd phrase it. Like there has to be a like the artist has to portray a level of trust between the two characters because that's the biggest thing for like for size stuff for me is
mhm.
trust this person to be big, this person trusts me as they're small, stuff like that. That has to be in there. And I think that's why I don't really get into like the whole like, oh, the big lady, kicking the building over. Like no shade if that's your thing. You do you. It just doesn't do anything for me personally.
Like, let's go back to the Sahagan, like I was talking about before, where he did that very first one where he came out and did the subby Sam tied up and Samuel like commanding her to grow. Completely consensual, intimate, loving scenario. Um, one thing that's important to know about me is I'm not. While I do like size in general, I like the actual growth aspect the most. That's why that's why when you ask me questions what size you want to be, I'm always like, well, it varies. To me, it's the actual action. I like the action. Um, and on top of what Sal said, yeah, the whole oh I'm big and I go smash eat. Um, I turn off is okay. We have this person, this character, or say, hey, these two people were in a relationship and loving each other, and now one big, and all of a sudden they're an asshole. That
okay,
is a complete turn off.
that makes sense. That's an interesting. Yeah, I get that one. Okay,
So, oh, I'm suddenly big and oh, I'm evil and me. No,
you're just a bug,
that's the
basically.
opposite. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I just
get
like
that one.
intimate closeness.
Okay, I'm gonna read some of these off from chat, and I'll let you guys discuss. I have one in my DMs, but I'm gonna go for the chat ones first because those ones will disappear once chat starts to get really
Mm-hmm.
typey. Cybe says my answer is either cute or twin rampage. So, just cute in general. Okay, twin rampage. I'm guessing is in this case it's both couples are they're big and they're in. I'm gonna go off of what you guys go because you guys prefer more of the gentle side. where this one seems to be more of the opposite, where the two of them are the same size, but they're together rampaging and destroying stuff. Lee says, same thing as regular art, a cute scenario. Okay. Dragon Beauty says, I've gotten size couple art with one of my smaller partners before, and I just really love size couples being cute and wholesome, whether it's being cute and cuddly with my smaller partners, or gay as hell showing off with a partner the same size as me. That's a cute one. I like the idea. In this case, I'm going to use you both as my example cases because you two are in the size couple here.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Mhm,
uh, for this one, as you said, what you guys prefer, the cuddly, cutesy, and stuff like that. Or you're both the same size, and Callie's over here showing off her new dress that she's wearing, and Sal's over here showing off the short she's got. She's like, showing off the curves you have to the smalls together and just having fun with it. You're now the center of attention because you're the biggest thing around.
Yep.
That's a cute. I like that. Alonzo says, I prefer a big lady and a tiny person size diff. Wholesome hugs, cuddles, or teasing of the tiny, like in a playful way. Being able to fluster the tiny in a cutesy way. Okay. So, kind of how I think most size things go off of when it comes to at least roleplay, where a big lady and then a tiny person. It's, I bring this up a lot. It's hard to be a big man in the community. It's very hard, but it is what it is. Hopefully, we can one day fix that where big man and big female can embrace the bigness. Little Red said, big and small, or small and small, possibly something wholesome like hanging around the house, gaming, or something more lewd. So you're the opposite. You like the big or small, or just the idea of too small, two people shrinking together. That's a very unique one, at least in the community that I've raised. Very unique. Siege DM me. I'll get into that in a moment. HK says, I like different sized couples who trust, make their relationship work despite it. Also, wholesome macro is my favorite. Growth is my favorite part of size art. Ooh. So you actually enjoy the growth part of the size art. So all of a sudden it's complete turnoff, but I'm a fan of a slow corruption angle there. Okay. But that's a story, not just art. Well, stories can be art. You can read a story and it be art related. But a couple art that's just kind of about making us look cute together. My PvP on Twitter is like one of my first commissions of me giving a tiny girlfriend a kiss. That's always cute. Then the last one I have here is from Siege. He had to send it to me in DMs because it was too big for Twitch. I look mainly and foremost at the intimacy between the two, regardless of the size roles. If there's a clear moment, they are focused on nothing but each other, and the rest is secondary, whether as toys or just background to them as they share in the experience. It takes it from a size piece with random people running around to a couple size pieces in my eyes that focus on each other or each other's amusement or pleasure is what screams size couple piece for me. It lets us know there is some deeper connection and the sheer trust present. That's a good.
That's well phrased. I like that.
Yeah, very well phrased. I I enjoy that one because it goes into what you both were saying, that trust and all of that with size, and it also kind of brings in, it might not be something you're into, but the toys aspect of people behind you or around you, how you're focusing on each other, and that is the size stuff. That is what makes size couple. It's a very, very good answers. Thank you all for answering. And we are now getting into the final segment of the stream, the art segment. So let's get Twitter open. And I have to make sure I pull these ones separately so I'm not getting any accidental NSFWs. So if you two have anything to want to talk with chat about while I get all this set up and found, feel free to go right ahead.
Nothing in particular, but if people want to ask stuff while you're.
Yeah, I didn't really come in with any questions, but if anybody's got
Yeah.
some for us.
Take your time, Alonzo. I'm happy to pull out stuff from chats. Did you two have any? You said you had art. Is that what you want to share? Some of the art that you posted from earlier in this chat? Show it off at
I
all?
mean, absolutely. That's why I put it there.
Got
Yeah.
it. Let me grab some. Grab this one. Gotta find the ones that I've not shown off.
Yeah, you didn't show off that. Scrolly. Yeah, like the last one I sent before I sent the refs. And that's the biggest new one. Shork is more than just Shork now.
Are you going to? Well, I'll probably ask it more questions on this, but are you going to try
Hmm.
to get your next updated model more like that one?
No, that's more of an alt thing. Like
Gotcha.
that is something that if you see that, either I am just being extremely teasy with you, or you have pissed me off, and you have like about 5 seconds to determine whether or not you should be running or not.
Here, I'll go ahead and I'll repost the ones farther down in the chat so you don't have to scroll up as far. Uh, Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I don't have a super lot of size stuff to show off because I, again, haven't been here that long.
You got a question here. You got a few questions here in the chat.
Oh,
One of them is favorite method of growth.
Mm.
hmm.
So, for me, it's more okay. So I have a sub who has the ability to grow. Okay, but you're only going to do it when I tell you to, and you're not going to stop unless I tell you to.
It's a
And
good
if I don't say stop, you just keep going.
Oh, I am so big. Thank you for making me so big. I can finally do this. Did I say stop? What? It gets bigger. No, please don't. No. You keep going.
Yeah, you keep going. I didn't say stop.
Now you can reach the top shelf, and now you can reach your roof.
Oh, we're gonna keep going beyond that.
Now you can reach
Roof,
all of
that's
the
the
roof.
small stuff.
There's a whole universe out there to fill,
That's
and then
true.
beyond.
That's also true. Every universe.
Mm-hmm.
Reach the sun.
Okay, here, let me resend the ones that I don't believe I've shown these ones off. I'm just gonna resend them in our text.
Yeah. And one more question in the chat. I missed a little bit in the beginning. What drew y'all to the hero aspect? Y'all being gentle bigs helped me myself in the past year embrace my gentle growth side.
It's just how I am. I don't like hurt people. I feel like those with the power should actually use power to help.
Mm-hmm. Again, I agree for that. And for me, there was a little bit of it's leaning a little bit into like more the lore that I have for Sal, because Sal originally at her inception was a paramedic. And I wanted to keep that aspect of helping people that are in need. And Macro just let her do that on a much larger scale, but in the same vein of things.
That's another thing. Maybe if you want to, both of you, if you would like to go a little bit into the lore of your characters, if you have any, feel free to do so.
I mean, there's really not much lore yet. I'm only really starting to make it.
Then, do you have an idea or concept that you would like to go for with your lore?
Let's see. Really, it's just big fish. It's just really all there is to it.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
I don't think there's a boat big enough.
Good question. Have we not made that joke between us?
Oh yeah, we have.
Maybe I just spaced it out.
No, we've made that joke.
We've made this joke too
Uh,
much. Never again. No more,
My,
please.
my brain blocks it out.
yeah, I hear it a lot. But like there really isn't much lore. I'm still iffy on even connecting this Sona to my past self at all. I think I shouldn't, and so I probably won't. And therefore, it's just a clean slate. Just I am big purple fish
Mm-hmm.
who may be occasionally a little eldritchy. So I guess I do have a little bit of kaiju in.
I don't know if I have enough voice to go into all the lore because when fun fact, I never actually intended for Sal to be a Sona. Um, when I first created her, it's like, oh, I want to write a story about this because I enjoy writing. Um, and so I developed a whole backstory for her because she was this story character. And when she inadvertently became a Sona, it's like, I'll just have her keep that backstory. Um, basically, she originally wanted to be like a ribbon dancer, like you see on like in the Olympics. Because I thought, spinner shark dancer, twirling around, what would look really good behind that? A thresher tail.
That's a good one. It's cute. I like it. Well, I think I'm sure I'm going to be getting more as we go, but I'm going to start showing off some of this art. So let me get it set up with a browser source. Oh, sorry, not a browser source. What am I doing? Sometimes my kaiju brain is big dumb.
Just the lizard brain.
Mm-hmm. I want window capture. Okay, and I sadly have to make it big and then make it small.
Mm.
All right, our first piece here is by they're showing off Twilight Prince. Twilight Senpai at Twitter on Twitter is showing off some of their stuff. They say I might not be able to be here for it, but here's a few pictures to show off on stream. Hope you all have fun. This picture looks very cute. Tall, pink-haired girl. This isn't too bad. What do you think? They have another one after. These are very cute. This looks like very size coupley almost.
Yes, good.
Very
So I'm
cute.
gonna say I really love that perspective on the first one, like leaning back against
Mm-hmm.
the building. That's not something you see a whole lot, and I love that.
It's hard
Mm-hmm.
to do properly. Yeah, they did a
It
good
is.
job with it, and the shading of it. You
Mm-hmm.
can see it. No, they did a very very good job. Thank you, Twilight, for sending us your art. Next up is from the Alba Mesa or NSP/album. Okay, once again, I hope these pictures are SFW enough. There's also a story to each of them, but I probably don't have enough space to write that down. Just so much, the intentions of the big ladies are gentle and wholesome. This one is a nice, like, thigh pic with hot air balloons
Mm.
around it in planes. It's a very cute shot.
That
That's
is cute.
that's one thing I love is you can do like mountains and stuff like as a quick sense of scale. When it's something like an airplane or a hot air balloon that a couple miles in the air maybe, that really sets it.
Mm.
Some of my favorite work, It's really hard. I actually do this with my pieces a lot of the times. You'll see it'll be hard to see, but there will be a plane there, but it's just so small that it's really hard to see on it. I love doing the here is a scale, my scale to a plane that's like right in front of me. That's why that's why there's a redeem usually on my channel for a plane that flies straight into my chest. Here's another piece that they showed them in the background.
That's good.
Love how they did that like cloudy mist and you could just see them past the mountain range.
Atmospheric effects is a good shit.
It's very good and very hard to do properly, but if you can learn that key thing, you get a really good piece like this. This is a very good showing of it. So this is something you two should be understandably recognizable when you go to Boopin Island, right? That's how big your fingers are usually.
Mm-hmm.
You go, oh, there's a castaway. I'll save them by booping them.
Yeah, here,
This,
quick, grab onto my finger.
this is a cute one. I like the size scaling of the person's finger to the island. And of course, you can't have sides without somewhere being someone trapped between someone's boobs.
Oh, always. That's always good. That is an inevitability.
Something that myself in the chat knows very well. Callie, you've been in that situation. I've been in that situation with you. Alba, thank you so much for sharing your pieces. This is from Sayer, and we're having an ad break, so we're gonna wait to show off the rest once the ads are done. One of my partners is basically eternally stuck between my boobs at this point. I mean, it's a good place to rest. It's like a new home.
I mean, if I could, I would.
Yeah, she's told me that several times.
Yeah.
That's why I one of my, cause I talked to you on this. One of my favorite scenarios for my chat is one day the Earth is just going to become too uninhabitable because of the people on it, so they could just move on to the Scuties can live on me instead.
And I'll just I'll just kind of float next to you as a little friend planet.
That's how we do trade. Is when if I need to, my people need to trade with the people who might be living on Cali, so we just float next to each other. Be like, all right, high five. Maybe I give her a hug, and then they just trade. Then it's the best time. You got lucky. Then I got 45. Yeah, I do. We have 3-minute ads because it's the best way to deal with the pre-roll ads for people who come in. Yeah, Sayer Art's next. Sayer, Callie and I both know Sayer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun to show off Sayer stuff. And Sayer's very constantly posting their art in the Discord if you want to go see their stuff. They're always in there. Check out what they do.
They are oh, what's the word I'm looking for? A connoisseur of a kaiju.
It's true. I think did Sayer meet me through you?
I mean, I met you through him.
Okay, so it was the opposite. You met me through Sayer.
Yeah, because he would always be retweeting your stuff, and ooh, this cute.
Okay. We all have our artistic issues. I can't do 2D. I can't do it. I cannot figure out why I can't either. 3D, I'm all right with. I can do 3D stuff. I can't do 2D. I need to at some point relook at your model, Callie, for the clothing.
Mm.
And see if there's any clipping or something that I might be able to fix using the new process that I use, because it's much better. I don't think I have to worry too much on it because you don't
It's
have.
really simple.
Yeah, it's simple and you don't have sleeves.
Yeah.
And then the clothing down, the I can't remember what it's called, but your skirt.
It's like a sash.
Yeah,
I forgot the actual name, but
yeah, it is weight painted to your leg when it walks, so it should be fine. All right, we're gonna show off Sayer now the ads are over. Sayer's big on their kaiju girls. They have their own kaiju girl characters and stuff like that. They do fairly well art. You should check them out over at Sayer Raider on Twitter. Here's some of their works. I bet. I'm not sure. This guy, he looks both afraid and excited. This is very well done. If you're into the vor or mouth play stuff,
I'm not super into that, but I can appreciate a good set of sharp teeth.
The sharp
yeah.
teeth, the
Pampas.
actual saliva that's coming from it that they did, they did a good job art wise with it. And this one's just cute. They got the little bit growing, breaking someone's house. Did I do that? Here's some more. Here's more of the more risque. I still think it's fine. Twitch might bot me. I don't know what Twitch will do. We'll see. Some candid shots of their kaijus. Now, the question is this building up here the lucky ones, or is the building here the lucky ones?
Mhm.
The answer is yes.
Yes. Oh, there we go. This one's cute. I would like, if I knew how to do breaking, because I know you guys aren't into it yourselves, but if I knew how to do the breaking building stuff in 3D, I would do pictures of Samus like laying back like this. This is very good. And then like the perspective of this is her foot up close and how far away she must
that's
be.
good.
Yeah. Very, very good. I can't tell if she's trying to order a hot dog or not.
Yeah, I think I remember talking about this piece. She's trying to get food.
Oh, okay, yeah, so she's trying to order a hot dog. Nice. It's very hard to feed big. It's very hard. Sayer, thank you so much for sharing your pieces. I really enjoy. You do size very well.
I'm surprised he's
job
not
with
in
size.
chat right now.
He might be busy. You never know. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the next one. This one is posted by Siege. This is stuff that they got with their friends and others. I've seen some of these. These are actually very cute. So Siege, this one's Siege. Siege is the little one in these pictures. But Siege does have big. Siege is a size switch. Yeah, that. Siege, your stuff, anytime I see you in art, it's very good. I love the style of art for this one, honestly. This one's a very unique style. And a cute little kiss. It's a wholesome little kissy.
I love the standing in hands. It's like it's so simple, but I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Gently hold this mode.
And then, big fan of the big blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cute. Her design, is it originally based from Trolls and WoW?
It's not just based on it. Straight up is.
Oh, it straight up is just Trolls and WoW.
Straight up is.
All right,
Yep.
There we go. It's cute. Very cute. Very done. Very, very done. That's not a phrase. Done well.
Very done, and that's how you
Very
know it's
done.
getting a little late.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting late.
Very done.
She's a dark spiritual. Yes, dark spear. Very cute.
Has Dingo.
And then picture of Siege. This was your first size different where you were the big one. As I said before, not enough bigs in the size community. I know not everyone's into it, or not enough big males. I think males do deserve some love if they want to be big.
I agree.
And then the last one from Siege for the big booba lovers. Hiding in my luggage, I'm not letting you out. I've done this to Siege. And others in chat. It's a very good picture. I love all of these pictures you've sent, Siege. Very good. Yes, it was your first one. That's nice. Love and support for the giant guys. Yes. Siege, thank you so much for showing these artworks you've got. They're all very good. All very good. We love the big and the smalls. This is from Lil Red in chat. Dooney and me teaching Renee. Renee rated us earlier how to do the Jacko pose, as it they taped his hands and feet to the table or the floor wherever he's at. That is a very funny picture.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta build up that flexibility.
Exactly, yeah.
It's all
Very
muscle
funny.
memory.
Very cute. I love it. I need to bring Renee on here as someone who's usually small and have him be interviewed as a small and his
I mean, yeah,
how
you got a
he
table
handles
down
it.
there.
That's true. I do have a table down there. It's actually funny because I don't have it set up yet, but actually I do have it set up. This is what the up close one is. There's a TV that shows up behind you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
And
adorable.
I'll put them in the small table and back there. Lil Red, thank you for showing us you teasing Renee by taping his hands and feet. Very funny. Alright, it looks like he's in heels too.
Mm-hmm. You got it for the pose.
You know what, that's true. Next up is posts from Tiny Sarge. Tiny Sarge wanted to show off their maid this time. First off, we've seen Tiny Sarge's maid. Tiny Sarge's maid is super cute. Absolutely adorable. Her name is Isabella. Very cute pieces.
Mm-hmm.
She's very teasy towards Sarge, if I remember the lore correctly. That anytime she sees him, will like stick him in her socks or do something else to kind of like, yeah, you know, a little bit of a mean side, but also like he kind of enjoys it. And she clearly enjoys it, or she wouldn't be doing it all that time. Very cute design. I love her hair, honestly.
Mm.
That's a good one.
That's a
Very,
very
very
good one.
I'm not just saying that because of the titties, but I'm also saying that because of the titties.
Yeah.
Yes, but also yes.
No, but yes.
No, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy Cat, thank you for the drink. It's very, very cute. I love Isabella. I think Sarge has sent multiple of their characters, and I think I've seen all of them at this point. And each one has their own special charm to it. But Isabella has just that. There's something about a giant maid who helps clean up your house, and you're the tiny in the scenario, and she's always teasing you. That kind of like puts a big smile on your face. Sorry, I was getting that drink. Thank you once again, Tiny Sarge. Very, very cute. Thank you for showing her off. Now we're going to get into some Callie art. I do have to go back into the post to pull out more pictures because I did get more. But we're going to show off some of these Callie pieces. Well, guys, what are you waiting for? Bite her. She
Just
looks
be warned.
extra squishy.
Might bite back.
Also be warned, I'm sitting right here and I can see who says bite me.
Mm-hmm.
Callie might bite back, and Sal might also bite back.
Believe it or not, I don't actually have anything of myself in a shark swimsuit.
Yeah, this was done by Lightly San on a whim. We were talking about that swimsuit. I just offhand imagined like I need a picture of me with that someday. And a couple hours later, I get a DM with this.
I really like the colors, honestly. They did a
Yes.
very good job with the color. Very
If you can-
vibrant.
really like about this pick, if you can zoom in on like the thigh. Also, I am there.
You were going crispy there for a second.
Yeah, I was going crispy. If you can zoom in on the thigh, the texture work.
Oh yeah, no, that texture work is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
That is a dream. That's the dream like VR chat texture that people can do that I don't know how to do. If I did, I'd be a completely different model artist now. Love the thigh squish. Love the texturing. Uh, they did a good job. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. Holy thighs. Holy everything. Even her
Mm-hmm.
hair is thick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know most people like they look at the booba or the thighs first. The first thing that drew my eyes was your hair, actually.
Oh, it's good. He went nuts with the hair, and I love it.
Very good job. Soft, we love that. We do love soft.
Name the song.
Titanic. The Titanic sank. There's no sinking with this shark.
Mm-mm.
That's the opposite of sinking.
Mm-hmm. Flotation device.
This is a cute
This
one.
was by Jalter.
This is the lifeguard for people who don't know. And I kind of think I talked a little bit about it the last Sizeday when you showed off your stuff. Callie has nipple piercings, and you can usually see them through the swimsuits. You can in this one just a little bit. It's a very
That
cute piece.
good for tinies to hold on to.
Yeah, exactly. This one's you actually were sending me this one when it was being worked on. I remember.
Yeah, so this is actually a redraw of another picture. Because I
Yeah.
did a redraw in your style, and they did such a good job with this. And I I am actually forgetting the name of the artist for this one. I want to say it was Rye, but I can't say with 100% certainty. I'd have to double check.
That sounds right. I think you told me, I believe, and I think because I followed them off of it. I think you're right.
Mhm.
This is a phenomenal. The size, like the showing of size on this picture is out
It's
of
a
this world.
completely different angle from the original. Because the original was like in the sky looking down, and they reinterpreted it and aimed it up, and oh, it's so good.
That's another thing for anyone who has aspiring art for a 3D artist. Um, Angling your camera is one of the best ways to portray size. In 3D, I would remake this by having you do the pose you're doing. Having the mountains that'd be smaller than you, yes, but kind of having them closer to you and then angle the camera up so it would portray they also have scale while you have scale. Fantastic, phenomenal piece. Love this one. Here's a good
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, Solgren.
If you guys like butt, there's butt.
Mm.
There's booba.
Mm.
There's the
Tail.
glow. If you guys
Mhm.
were questioning about the glow, she's got that glow. This is a very good piece.
That's a good butt.
Your
Yeah, you got it.
tail
It's thick.
is a thick tail.
Yeah, very thick.
I wish I could get my tail to work in art pictures like this. It's so hard. Look, here's a Sayer
Mhm.
piece.
You know, much of my little friends.
I like that they took a different spin on your swimming outfit.
So that wasn't just a different spin. That was the origin.
Oh, this is the original.
That is the original.
Okay.
Um, I wanted so when I commissioned this from Sayer, I was asking, we need. I want an actual outfit, and so we started looking up uh, different outfits, and he found this. It was actually him. It wasn't that color, but yeah, he found that. I was like, "Oh, that is really cute. I want that."
That's
And that's where
cute.
that came.
I like
Oh, the
that.
deep lore.
I
Hmm.
also like that he has his kaiju here.
And here's another one swimming between my legs down there. That's another one of his.
Oh, okay.
All of his are represented. You got Hun on my chest. That is the kind of sort of Sona of Solgren. You got by my hand Loonbat. You have Benny is jumping off me backwards, and falling off me is Lightly Son. Sitting on the side of the pool is Moo Maid and Lasagna. Laz is the one who did all the texture work and remodeling on this model.
Ah.
And swimming beside me is, I think, another one of Sayers. Yeah, can you? Yeah, that's his other one. So all
Okay.
of his girls are there. Well, all the ones he had at the time.
Yeah. That's cute. I like this. Very, very cute piece. This one's funny to me. I
And
enjoyed this
speaking of
one a
Moon
lot.
Maid, this is where she forgot how to count my toes. I tease her about that. She didn't realize it until later. I was like, how many toes do you think I have? She's like, oh, you got like what, 4 or 5? I'm like, yeah, look at this, look what you did.
3.
But I love the lighting.
The lighting's good. The lighting's really good. The sense of scale. I just enjoy the concept of giant shark girl submarine.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. Uh, Ness needs to get a picture like this because she, being the deep sea creature that she is. The lighting is good and shows off scale. It does. It does
Mm-hmm.
show off scale. Very, very. Those submarines are not small, everyone. This is a good picture. They did a good job. And
Now, this is the newest event. So there's been a little bit of an evolution, per se. So I got with an artist who has a little slime imp. Um, and I didn't send you the full comic, but essentially they like to possess people. But they weren't ready for the Dami brain of the Shork, so it kind of won the battle of wills. It's so it kind of gave me a new form. Um, and before people ask, yes, the artist and owner of that stone was absolutely okay with me keeping this as a canonical thing. So essentially, I went from being purple fish to being a purple fish who now has a bit of an eldritch side and shapeshifting.
I
So I look, so I will look like my usual purple self most of the time because it can shapeshift, so just look like self.
you could probably do this as a thing for your model you have now,
Just a
actually.
toggle.
Yeah, just a toggle where it changes the texture.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um, excuse me.
it'd be a cute one.
But like at any time, I could just there could be a tentacle just come out of me somewhere and tease you. Or I could just look like whatever. It's getting that shapeshifty in, which apparently is very common for trans girls.
Yes, it is.
You know,
But
that makes sense though, honestly. Why trans girls would be into the shapeshifty idea,
Mhm.
because I understand that, because like I used to think like, what kind of superpower would you want? And back in the day, it's like, oh, I would like to fly or teleport. Nowadays, like, I'd like to shapeshift.
Mhm. And when it comes to like when you see this again, the only change that might happen is the crown might go, because that is really a signifier of that other person's
Yeah,
character. So I kind of want to. I'd probably remove that and work something else there instead.
you
But
could instead of
I'd
taking the
probably
crown away, you could make that
turn it
part
into the
of
hair
your
tie.
hair. Yeah,
I was gonna turn it into the hair tie
the hair
instead of the crown.
tie, or the actual, just your hair does that.
And
Like the
I love the hair color so much on this.
it's very pretty.
So yeah, that is, if you see this, if you see me start to look like that, you have about 10 seconds to determine whether I am teasing you or if you should run.
This is for everyone who doesn't know, this is Callie the Edge Shark.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have my own solo game soon. I have
Ah,
guns.
well, you have guns and a motorcycle.
Yeah. But see, the thing about the motorcycle is it's just a part of me because I could just do that. I could just take, just shift it. Because like when I say can shift, it is almost imagination's the limit.
You become the motorcycle like the Common Rider, or the one Common Rider
Exactly,
from W
exactly,
does.
and then this
Yeah.
one here, can ride.
There you go.
But I want a cool rider suit.
I can just do that too.
So you're what you're telling me is you're actually just a symbiote now.
Sort of, but not. Because like they require another host to live. Because I was struck first and then got changed.
You're a you're a proper symbiotic creature, not one that has proper symbiosis, not parasitic.
Yeah. Uh, Although the ability's there if I deem it. Like, oh hey, I might look like a nice cute dress on you, but ooh,
Sorry,
you're
I didn't mean to
you're
squeeze your ass.
no, sorry, but your ass just wasn't big enough, so I gave it a little bit of an enhancement here.
Okay. Siege asks, Callie, I need to know, what are the signs we should run?
That is what
This
you
is
have the
not
10
based on
seconds to determine.
Shadow the Hedgehog, by the way. That was just me making a joke.
Yeah, that is you have the 10 seconds to determine whether I am teasing you or if you should run.
The chat, I'll give you a hint. If you upset me, you should probably start running.
Oh yes.
It's true. Callie, these are all cute. Thank you for showing them off. Next up,
Mm-hmm.
we got some Sal pictures.
Smoochable.
Again, lip work in art melts me.
Yeah.
So you did a very good job. Like the artist did a very good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I
these
can't get
next
all the way over there.
ones,
They're not. I will. Disclaimer: not many of these are super sizey. Because again, I have like 5 years of not sizey art and like 8 months of sizey
She,
stuff. So there's a couple in
she's
there.
new. Her size cherry only got popped recently.
yeah, but
I'm gonna.
it's not about just size because you don't have to be super big. Regular, technically, to me, Callie, and you now, a regular sized person is a small person. So in reality, I guess that's size art.
That's
Most.
true.
But yeah, I love this. They did it. Your shine. I think I'm a sucker for body shine. Like it. That's
Mm-hmm.
what causes. Because like hair shine, your hair is beautiful in this, but that hair shine
Mm-hmm.
itself doesn't get me. But the lip shine, the eye shine, so good.
A little bit of chompers there
Yep, the
Mm-hmm.
chompers.
and teeths.
I love this
So,
dress.
so this is actually. Sal wasn't always buff. There was like about a year period where she wasn't, or a couple months.
Before
This
she hit
is
the gym.
this is the last one I got of her where she was little.
I love this dress. I would kill to wear this dress. I'm not
I
gonna
have
kill,
kept
but
that dress around because it looks so good.
it
There's a
looks
couple others in
amazing.
there that have it.
It's beautiful. This is
There
when
it is
she
again.
started getting onto the muscular
Mm-hmm.
trend. I love how the artist made your top tail fin as tall as you.
It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty accurate to Threshers though.
Yep.
Yeah,
Threshers are like that.
that's really good. And the shine on the dress, the glowy blue bits on you.
That's just me. I'm actually holding the camera and I'm
Oh, so,
excited and I'm glowing. Yeah.
sorry, I can't change my lights.
Oh,
I love
sorry, am
that
I
dress
glowing
so
again?
much.
Oh
I'm not
shit! I went full
biased.
RGB.
So that's how you tell Callie's mood. Your glowy bits are like a mood ring with you.
Built-in mood lighting.
Yeah. Very, very beautiful dress. I really love this dress. And that your nails, I can't tell if your nails are just a really dark blue. My mother would call that Superman blue, where it's really, really dark, almost black, but when light hits it, it's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Very
That's
beautiful.
that is that artist that did that. They really like. I let her because she's been drawing Sal for years. She's done both of my most recent ref sheets. Um, I just let her go. It's like, put me in this outfit, do whatever you want.
It's good. She did a good job. And nothing makes your brain scream more like the one side leg cut dress. My
Mm-hmm.
main outfit has that. So like very beautiful. Everyone needs an artist they would trust with their OC's life. I agree.
I have a few.
I agree with that. I think I have one artist that I would trust with my character's life, and that's Megami. Or yeah, Hecate Megami. They're the one that did my starting soon screen with the kingdom between my boobs. I would trust them with my character's life. I literally, they are the reason why I had my galaxy outfit designed, because I said I want you to do a picture of the two of us go in the universe together, and we're going clothes shopping, like fashion shopping together. And I want it to be us using different planets or galaxies or universes as our makeup, our clothing, and that's how we got my universe outfit. It's another one of the dress from behind. She's got that slide. She knows you're looking, guys. She didn't tell you to stop. Keep looking.
Mm-hmm.
Look too long, I might start charging you.
That's, you should have start. You should have stated that beforehand. You've already made a mint.
Is that what that bill was?
You have a discount, Callie.
You have VIP access.
There you go. Very beautiful. I love that dress. Very good. Um, the actual fin on your back, because you don't get that from a lot of the front view angled pictures. It's very
Mm-hmm.
nice. Callie, your model has a fin on the back, right?
So about that, the model has a fin, but canonically, my fin is not
Oh,
there. It is on
okay,
the tail. You can see it in my ref pick.
okay. I could show off one of the ref pics. I have to be careful the one if I can pull it
You
up.
have to cut out the middle bit. You have to cut
Yeah.
out that middle bit, right? Yeah.
Um,
It's okay. You can censor bar that.
but I love that. My model, you can't really see it from here, but I have scutes on my back. That's I love having scutes. Where the term "scutie" comes from, it's not just me saying "cuties" with an S at first. They're
Oh, scoot.
me combining the word "cute" and "scutes," so they're my community is my scuties.
That's adorable. I just now got that. Thank you for explaining it.
Oh, you're
Oh,
welcome.
you know what?
I love it.
I just call
I
my chat my fishies.
I
Like
was
a little pilot fish.
I started streaming, and I remember sitting there going, "What do I call my community?" Every community has a name. And I don't want it to be like, "Oh, cuties" or this or that. I wanted it to be something that referenced me, but also kind of has a reference to other things. And scuties is what I came up with, because I love reptiles and I have actual scutes on my back. For people in chat who don't know what scutes are little bony plates that are in the back of reptiles, mainly alligators and crocodiles. If you see how they have those little spikes on their back, those are called scutes.
That was also the chest plate too.
Um, no, some do. So, I can't. I'm blanking on their names. Crocodiles don't. So handbags, anything made out of crocodile or alligator leather, that's using skin from their bellies because they don't have scutes. They don't have them out made out of. Oh my god, I can't think of what they're called now. I'm a terrible reptile lover. They're not crocodiles, not alligators, but they're smaller.
Cayman?
Yeah, Cayman. Cayman, you can't do that with Cayman because Cayman have scutes on their bellies. You will never find Cayman leather because they can't make leather out of their skin because they have evolved to properly not like to have their bony plates on their stomach too. So here's a different take on the dress. More revealing, showing off the booba, which, I'm sure everyone at the bar appreciated.
Oh yeah, and there are also nipple piercings there.
Mm.
You can see the indentation.
Oh, I can see him. I can see him very slightly. I'll zoom in for a little bit, but I don't want to get slapped too hard. There they are.
Yep.
That's
There
cute.
was a running joke. Every time I got Sal in a blue dress, there was less and less dress.
It's less and less
That's
stress.
funny.
Yeah.
That's very funny. It's just how the night goes, It starts out you were all prim and proper, fully dressed, and then by the end of it, you're barely even in. There was no dress.
What dress?
There is no dress in Ba Sing Se. So this one, are you working for a? Looks like it almost looks like you're working on a plane, like the
That is
statement.
that's her paramedic outfit. Um,
Oh,
and it's not from that piece, but the first piece I got of that outfit, the artist that did it was an actual EMT, so it was about as accurate as I could ever have gotten it.
that's that's cute. I like that.
It's got the name tag, the little pulley badge, and
This is
that's
a
why I
good
wanted to
piece.
keep the whole like protector aspect when I made her bigger.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back in, Callie, and pull out more pictures because I know you posted more, so I can get more of you. So here's more paramedic.
You can tell them your nickname.
Oh yeah, the nickname that this is canon for Sal's universe. Her unit calls her the Jaws of Life.
That's cute. I love
They have
that.
seen her fold a car door open to get to somebody.
That's amazing. Have Callie, did you see the pictures of my dad's car wreck?
No, I don't think I have.
So I showed this off on stream back in Macro March. It's actually a very unfortunate but funny situation. No one was hurt, first off. Um, and I don't have the pictures and I can't pull them up. And for people who are very like squeamish for stuff, there's no blood. No one got hurt. But to explain what happened, two kids, a car full of kids. My dad lives on a big hill. These kids were driving as fast as they could down this hill and lost control of their car, hit someone's lawn, and it sent them in the air, and they landed on top of my dad's car in his driveway. No one was in it, but he wasn't even driving, and someone wrecked into his car, totaled his car.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
And that the idea of the Jaws of Life as your nickname just kind of brought that up. It made me remember. It was very funny. Car looked awful. He had to get a new car, but it was very funny afterwards.
God, explain that to the insurance company.
Mhm.
Very hard. That's if I remember correctly. He said he had a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, got to take pictures of that and send it.
Again, another paramedic one. This is cute. I like the paramedic angle that you have going. I don't know. I think you're the only one paramedic one that I've seen. Giant
So
shark girls. Hi, Vil. Yes.
there's a small gag
Mhm.
behind her being a paramedic.
Hey there, Bill.
And that is, well, you've heard of a nurse shark, but nobody's heard of a paramedic shark.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, wait, that's actually a really good idea.
That is a very, very good idea. Hello, everyone who just came in from the raid. We're currently, right now, we are going through the art portion, and we've got a lot more to go through, not just here. I have to pull up more. People have been posting, etc. So we're having fun. I'm showing off Sal's pieces.
Hi,
Uh,
that's me.
that is over here. One of the guests, Sal and Callie, both are my guests this Pride Month / Kaijun. This is a good.
That's the original one. That's
This
the
is
one
the
that the
original.
actual EMT did. Yep.
Okay, that's a really good one. I enjoy the hair tie. Like, is that you pulling your hair down or about to pull it up to go to work?
about to pull it up because the original lore she would do the night shift for
Okay.
paramedics. She would be on the night beat.
I feel like that would be the hardest shift because you
Mhm.
have to deal with all of the late night stuff. It's a very good one. I like the lighting a lot. The shading this
That
artist did is amazing.
that facial expression is I have been there.
I think we all
I
have.
have when I used to work a job that had me up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like
Mhm.
I have been
I
there.
I used to work overnight at McDonald at Walmart.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we've all had that expression
Hmm.
at some point.
The lighting expressions are it really is very good pictures, and Muscle Shark. Got it.
Same artist that actually did the picture I'm sitting behind right now.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it in the face.
That is that's WM Discovery 93.
Mm-hmm.
He
Very
does
good.
very good stuff.
They
He
do,
melts.
yes.
Melts. Siege is melting. I enjoy this
Something in a
pieces.
mop. And like I said, the blue
This
sports bra, black gym shorts is it's my go-to when I don't know
I
what outfit to use.
I had to immediately drew attention to the belly button piercing.
Yep. That was actually something that I added when I got her most recent ref sheet a couple years ago. I've actually had
Okay,
3 different ref sheets of her.
that's doing
And
better
that
than what I'm doing. I don't have ref sheets.
eh, I wanted it because I'm also a habitual commissioner, so I needed one.
Yeah, no, you do absolutely need to get them. Very good. I like this one. I like this. I like the collars.
Yeah, I always love when people say that because Sal's colors was something I deliberated over for like at least 3 or 4 days.
I understand that. Uh, my hair actually, when making Santa's, did not have the green tips. Originally, it was just straight black, and as I had her character and been working more and more on her, I gave her. There's actually a story behind the green hair tips. When I originally made her, um, she has a twin sister, Manny, and Manny had she dyed her hair tips blue because she was dating a character named Azul. He was an Azure Rathalos, and she dyed her hair tips blue to kind of match with him a bit. And Sanis wanted to make sure her parents didn't get upset with her, so she dyed her hair tips green and it also kind of matched the collars they were going with anyway, so it really worked between the two.
That's cute. Also, I love the Monster Hunter reference.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, even though I don't show Azul, because that was with the roleplay stuff, he is still in canon, the same character. So even though I'm not part of the canon for that stuff anymore, in the canon that I've been writing, Azul is still. Even though Rathalos itself doesn't exist in the world, his design is based off of Azure Rathalos.
That's good. The Wraths are very good scalies.
It's actually really funny. Azul has a brother in character named Rojo that he never actually got to play, and he was a red Rathalos. Very, very good. And
Oh, hey, that
here's
pic looks familiar.
Yep, that pic looks familiar.
Yep.
This is good.
That's the full one.
I love the expression you have.
That's one of my favorite ones.
It
It's
must be really hard to put on pants.
there's a snap in the back. It's fine.
Oh, I'm not talking about the tie. I'm talking about how thick your tail. I'm talking about how
Oh,
thick your legs are.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that's right. I did ask for tighter clothes on that one.
Unless they're stretchy, then it would make sense.
I mean, stretchy
But
clothes are the best clothes. So.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there are. You can get leggings that look like denim. So yeah,
You could get
we'll go with it. We'll
stretchy
go with that.
denim actually. There's a lot of uh tight skin tight jeans that are kind of stretchy a bit.
I wear stretchy jeans at IRL. They look like regular jeans, but they got just enough stretch. I
Mm-hmm.
love them.
I'm at the point in life where my thighs are too thick for the clothes I used to wear, but the anything larger than what I'm wearing is too big,
Oh, yeah.
which is why
I
I wear
understand that entirely.
pajamas.
Pajamas and leggings.
Mm-hmm. I've yet to wear leggings, and I really want to.
Oh, they're so comfy.
I have a pair, and I'm saving to wear them. I'm supposed to be doing a cosplay of Samus, and I
Mhm.
got to get my hair cut and dyed. But I have a whole outfit prepared and ready for it, and I'm excited to get pictures and stuff done with it. I need stretchy jeans. I can't wear any other because my thighs. Yeah, I have stretch marks, and they're all on my thighs. It's rough. This is a
Yeah.
good one. I love the line work.
Mm-hmm. And that is that. I'm pretty sure you've shown off the one of me carrying the ship, right?
I think I
In the
have.
red
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Same artist.
Okay.
There's just a more sketchy one that he did. That's what
That's
I use
good.
when I like to tease people.
Want to take a look at your eyes. Okay. From far away, your eyes look different than what they were up close. Up close, that is your eyelid. From far away, this whole thing looked like your eye.
Oops.
Mhm.
It's really good. They did a really good
Mm-hmm.
job. Um, Even with because once you get again, it's that shine, that eye shine. Very very
Mhm.
beautiful.
Eyes are like my favorite part in any art. Um, and the artist that's done my ref sheets, she does gorgeous work on the eyes. Like, um, it's kind of a bit. It's also a running gag that Sal always has fantastic eyeliner, and it's all purely because of that artist. Because every time she did it, she would always give me the biggest lashes.
I love that. I love the eyes are very because eyes can absolutely be the first thing people notice because they're usually as a character work you kind of in design you want to make your eyes a little different from your primary color, like for both you and Callie you both have blue eyes, so your
Hmm.
eyes stand out a bit more than other parts of you, so you get drawn into it. Me with my red eyes, people get drawn into the red eyes because it stands out.
Hmm.
Very, very good. Your artists do a good job. Ah,
That one I haven't posted anywhere yet. That was a little bit of a birthday one that I got.
I didn't know you didn't post it.
No, it
Very
is. I
cute.
was saving it for this.
Ah, guys, you guys get a sneak peek for this picture. Look how cute these two are. Now, is Callie on the earth for this one?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. Absolutely love this. So good. Artists, props to the artist for it. Again, you have that slight, subtle blue sheen on your thigh. You have the actual light shines and stuff like that. You both have a very cute expressions on your face. The texture work on both of your eyes, or like your eyelids. The hips, yep, the hips. The hips, Callie's eyes, all of it.
Just that
Very beautiful.
this general area of motion source whole thing.
I really like all of this, but I especially like all of this. Very, very beautiful. Who's the artist for this one?
That
Queen.
is goes by
Queen bee.
Queen_B on Twitter. It's the same one that did the first two dress pieces and also my ref. She's the one I've been going to for like 4 years, like 4 or 5 years now.
She did an amazing job. She does the furry stuff very well as well. There's a lot of So that's a question I'll probably bring up later. Or I can bring it up now. We can talk on it a bit with this picture up. Um, is it hard to find good artists now? You know, you both being furry. Is it hard for you guys to find artists, or I guess Callie, you've always kind of had.
So most artists I know are fine doing it. I always pay attention to when someone posts what they do and do not do. I always check that. But for example, you showed a bit ago one of mine was from Solgren. Until he met me, he never drew snouts. He
Really?
strictly did Monster Girls, so he do things more in line with you.
Okay.
And then one day I was like, look, because I'd been already commissioning him for a while, and we're literally we're friends. We're literally call each other friends. So I was like, look, dude, try it at least once. Try it. I had him do art of uh, one of my girls and one of his, my other shark, Steph, and his. And I was like, now, why don't you give them a snoot on this? And he did. And starting from there, he started drawing more snoots and then slowly converted his characters to have snoots. And I found it's not really that hard.
I want to preface this if there's any artists in.
Oh, no. Sorry. Side Beast. He totally is a joke. like he will draw he has drawn a pixel art version of quote himself, and it is a animate killer box of Solgren oatmeal. Yeah, Boshi. Yep.
I want to preface this to any artist in the chat right now. I understand for first off, yes, there might be a stigmatism when it comes to furry stuff. That doesn't mean it's not all furries are that the one you hear about. There's a lot of respectful ones. There's a lot of those, and a lot of times furries tend to be very kind people. But what as an artist, you go, I don't want to do furry art. Listen to me. There's a lot of you out there who goes, I want to make money and live off of doing art. Do furry art. Learn how to do furry art. Practice it. You will make more money from the furry community than any other community.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who will drop thousands upon thousands of dollars for a suit, a fursuit. They get commissions all the time. It is just I Azul, the guy who plays Azul, he's an artist, and uh his roommate was like, if you start doing furry art, I'm gonna kick you from my house. And I said, why would you do that? He said, what do you mean? I don't like that stuff. I'm like, you have nothing to do with it. He doesn't like it either, but he would make more money than you would because they make
Have
a
you seen that
ridiculous
meme?
amount.
Is that meme is like, why do you draw furry art? And it's just a picture of a PayPal balance and like the tens or hundreds of thousands. It's like,
Uh-huh.
this is why.
One of
If
my favorites. It's like a 4 panel. It's like of this this artist carrying this little like sketch furry drawing into the woods, and then there's like a whole bunch of furries up on the ridge, and he just sets it on the ground reverently and backs away. That one's my favorite.
They make so
as
much money.
yeah, they do. And it is worth it for yourself. You might not like it, but guess what? If a person comes up to you and they ask you to do something, you're probably not going to like it in the first place because it's not to your taste. But if you start doing it, same thing. This one's a little bit different. Mecha. If you learn how to
Mecca's
draw
good.
mecha, you become a very small portion of the artist community that now is what has opened up everything. You will probably make more money than a lot of I'll say a lot of the big time VTuber model makers out there because they don't do mecha, but you
Most
do.
people don't. Most artists, while they can do it, they don't want to because it's very time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
there's
have
so many details. Yeah, you have
I've
some
got
good
a
ones.
I've got a mecha art I think it's in here.
I'm gonna show it
yeah,
off
it's
here
in
in a
there.
bit.
But there's like
And
I
I
have two
know
pieces of that form because I don't want to give that to another artist and be like, here, do all of this little intricate detail. I'll pay you
Nope.
for it, but like
was that
I don't want to force
WMD?
you to do that.
Was that the
Well,
WMD who did those? So I know
um,
WMD can do mecha and do it very well.
no,
This one.
that one. That's actually Stripe.
Oh yes, that's right. Stripe does it really well too. Yeah, just look at that.
It is very, very detailed. But if you can, you're an artist, you can set your own prices. If you might have to go, all right, I can do mecha, but I'll make it cost more because of the time. That's
It
fine.
typically does. Yeah.
Yeah, it does typically. That's fine to do. And in fact, I encourage you to do it because, again, you're learning something that not a lot of people will do. You're getting paid for the time for it. And it's something that people want. It is a service that people do want.
Like I need art like that.
This is very good picture. This is gonna sound bad for me to say. This is a horrendously good picture.
No, it really is.
It is
There's
a
so many little details.
The details, everything about it, even
Every piece looks functional.
down to your face. It's so detailed. Like you have this like the jaw piece for when you open your mouth, it would spin to show that it opens your mouth. You have the individual pieces back here, your glowy bits, your eye glowy bits. Like every part of this is so intricate. These cables have texture.
The whole thing does. Zoom in on the purple. The whole
Yeah.
thing has a very subtle texture.
Very
It's
subtle
so much
texture.
detail in this.
This is crazy good. And if you as an artist learn how to do this, all right, how much did this piece cost you?
Oh gosh, I think it was like I want to say that was like about 350.
It's
$350?
actually a
Yeah, I
very
think
good
so.
price for that.
Yeah.
That is
Mhm.
ridiculously good for that.
That is a good price and for such a good detail quality too. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. And this is my like recommendation. I'm not a proper commission artist. I just do what I do. Sometimes I might pick up something. Go out and learn this stuff. I'm not going to because I can't do 2D. And 3D sounds even worse. Because I'm a very big stickler and would want to make those individual. If I made this model, if I made this a 3D model, I would make sure every like glowy bit was properly glowy and like had a function on the model. I would try to make it like these little parts would move a little bit when you would move. I would try that, and that sounds like an awful time for me. I would do it, but this is this piece is great, phenomenal. 10 out
I
of
don't
10. Would high five the people in the cockpit.
Oh, there's no cockpit. That's just it's just a autonomous
Oh,
robot.
okay, gotcha. So they put your brain in the robot.
Close enough. I
Oh,
haven't
they
worked
put
out
your
that detail
boobs
yet.
in the robot.
Oh, those are coolant tanks.
They're coolant tanks.
Oh,
tanks.
coolant.
I had to correct
Gotcha.
Callie on that too.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
coolant tanks.
They put your tail in the robot.
Mm.
They did
Yeah,
the Millennium Tokyo SOS movie for Godzilla where they put your skeleton in the robot. You are now Kiryu.
Mm-hmm.
We've shown this one. Hold on.
that one. I think there were like two
There
in
you go.
between that.
That one.
Yeah, that's the original size one I got.
This is your first size one. I've shown this one on stream before. I've seen this. This is the first time I did a size list. You showed this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. This gives off Pacific Rim vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like, and I never specified for the artist to do like the maritime lighting, the red and green. I just said give her like a communicator or something, and then he went ahead and did like all this lighting work.
Super good. And not even just on the headset. If you guys look, she has wrist or like a armband like things with the lights on it too. And
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
was such a
bet
good one.
if this was from behind, you would have lights on your back due to the lighting from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Rescue rave.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very
I got
good picture.
the artist streamed that one, and I got to watch it get put together. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think he
What's
sent me like a time lapse of it, and it's actually really cool.
I love it. You also have if you were in a cartoon, you would be the way that this is styled, you'd look like you'd be part of like Emperor's New Groove. Something with the coloring in your face, the eyelashes.
I can see it.
This is Kronk's shark sister. The ocean rescue picture. I cannot see you just throw it. Don't worry, I'll save you. Football tosses them.
Yeah, gets back to port, spikes the ship. Oops.
Touchdown!
Yeah.
This is great. Good picture. This is your first size one. What a good one. What a good size
Mm-hmm.
one. Here's another Sal and Callie pick. This is when they're
Oh,
trying to have alone cuddle time.
Cybeast. Solgren. This is a Solgren. Remember I told you got
Ah,
him to do snoots? It's a Solgren.
good job. I like it. I didn't
I
expect
really love it.
art time to last this long. It's fun.
That
We're
was a
having
birthday
another.
one.
This is a birthday one. This is a cute
This was a
one.
Yeah.
birthday gift to her.
I like your top in this. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
guess it comes down either just past, like right above your belly button because of the way it looks down here. If this were an act, like if we got to see the full top.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually, this took me a while to notice, but there's actually a small plane in the background.
Oh, I see
Mm-hmm.
it. I was just gonna say, yep.
And that facial expression that she has, that was entirely Solgren's idea.
That's cute.
I'm like, oh, perfect. That is so just her.
This is the bleh,
Blem.
bleh.
Blem.
Very, very good. I'm gonna wait for the ad break to end, and then we'll get back into it. I didn't expect at the art time to last this long. I'm not gonna lie. We got to your guys' art, and there's just so much stuff to talk about. It brought up even more topics.
It's fine.
We'll get through the rest of yours. I think there's some more Cali pics I want to open up, and then I do have some more Twitter pictures to look at, and then that'll probably be it for the stream. So it's been a fun time.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
It's been
it's
nice to
it's
meet you, Sal.
it's been
Finally,
3
Callie has
hours.
talked with you, talked about you to me for a while now.
Good. Good
Mm-hmm.
things, I hope.
Oh yeah, all good, nothing bad.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very. You two are very cute, and I'm very happy that you are able to finally come out. That you were together.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me happy to see not only a friend being openly happy about stuff, but a new friend also.
Yeah. This is very fun. I just kind of got pulled into the size community. Callie's like, just grabbed me by the wrist and yanked me in.
For lack of a better metaphor, I just pulled you into the deep end.
Yep.
Yoink. This fish bite.
Ness's lore. So Ness, my friend Ness, Nessie VT, she is an abyssal sea creature, and her lore is when she's on land, she's a normal size human, or not. She's not a human, but she looks normal size. But the deeper she's in the water, the bigger she gets. So instead of compressing like most things do, she's like a sponge and gets bigger.
Mm-hmm. And take her and wring her out.
I'm trying to figure out. So I gotta look at these Callie pics to make sure these ones are fine to show without it being too much. I think these ones will be fine. Okay, I'll open these ones. I'll just open them now. Let me turn off the feed, the capture for a second. You know what? I'm not even gonna edit out the middle one because I don't want to take the time to do it. So if I get in trouble by Twitch, I get in trouble by Twitch. All right, ads should be over. Let's. Here's
That
here's a fun
is.
picture.
I love that one so much. That is Flame Hollywood who drew that one for me.
They did colors very well. I like your face. You're just very like, eh.
I love everything. I mean I love how he did the tits. Like I'm not gonna
Well,
lie, it looks so good. But the perspective, and he did this entire pick in an hour, 1 hour,
1 hour.
1 hour.
Holy cow! They're one of those artists that, oh, Pokemon just dropped a new character. Instant picture.
Well, he used to do these streams, and I kind of miss him. He would do. He was an artist who charged by the hour, and so to kind of push himself, he was doing streams for $25, 1 hour. And I got a couple from him. The other one is I think I included it. It's the one of me in the red shirt.
I think that's in here. The red shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in here. Should be in here. I just gotta figure out which one it is. It might be the next one. There it is.
Yep. 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 That's also same thing.
I love this shirt.
Mm-hmm. That's a carryover for the old Sona. I was like, I want to bring that shirt back because it's so good.
It's a cute one. These are both really like the lighting, all of it. Very good.
And that is my friend. She's not in chat anymore. She had a dip, but that was Starry Goddess. She was in our.
Aww,
That's her.
that's cute. This is again, as I said earlier, nipple piercings, everyone.
That was the first pick with him.
Yes, it was. I remember when you sent it. I remember you telling me about it actually.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another of these two. But this time
Oh,
instead of
that's right.
Sal, it's the two. Big hug to not only each other but the earth. You all are included in this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets to hug the fish.
It's true. Embrace their warmth. Oh yeah, I remember this pic. It's a good one. It's very cute. I like it because clearly you two are love. That's all I can see with this.
It like we had this pick from before we were public with it. It's like if someone saw that and didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
Exactly. I look at this and it's like, well, here you go. These two they're staring like if I saw this and you didn't come out and I didn't know you, I would have said like, well, these two clearly are a couple because the signs are they're looking at each other and they're not looking at the planet. If you two weren't and you were just friends hugging naked, you would be looking at the planet. But you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. Love this picture. Let me. Again, I tell people this all the time. Every time I show this picture off, this is. I'm not
Who's
using
that?
the small one, but.
Who's that down there?
I was okay with it for this one. Because I'm still kind of big. But here's a picture that Callie got of the two of us, a commission. I've always been putting Callie in my cleavage. Well, this was my turn to be put in hers.
And I'm actually in the work uniform.
Yes, and we're both in the work uniform. We were trying to help people out, but she just couldn't help herself.
Yeah, you see the little boat.
Little boat that is the size of the nipple piercings.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. I love your smug look. Like you knew what you were
That
doing.
is that is okay. So this is a Seahagen pick, and that is like a Seahagen staple. That
Yes.
he does those smug looks so good.
And I just look so dumbfounded. It looks like we were called out to do a job and you decided to play a prank on me without me noticing.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping the
Mm-hmm.
ship out and I went, "Where's Callie at?" And all of a sudden I get lifted out of the ocean as you decided to again prank me and surprise me by being bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cute. I like it. This is a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Goat
You
train.
gotta crush the gotta squeeze
So
the earth between your thighs.
I literally told him, look, I just want to be using the world like a medicine ball. Have at it.
It works. Now, I know you don't like destruction and all, but it would have been very funny if the moon was actually over here and when you flipped your tail, it accidentally hit the moon away,
Oh, so
swatted it
like
away.
so like cartoony stuff like that is fine.
Okay. That would have been very funny if you accidentally swatting the moon away.
Like,
Callie, how else are we're going to have to use your moons now for the tides?
oh no. Like originally, that picture of me and Sal hugging with the Earth, that was also Flame Elliot. He tried to put cracks like the Earth was breaking. I'm like, nah,
No, no, no.
no.
Okay. Lonzo, thank you for the drink. And Tiger, thank you for the stretch.
That
So
was a high.
this one does
That's one of my
your
favorites.
yes, this one does
Mm-hmm.
scale and it does your light for your markings lighting up perfectly. It shows it
Mm-hmm.
reflecting in the water. This is a boat. This is a cargo boat. And this is you. You are massive.
I'm just trying to light them up in the storm. It was dark.
It's such a good one. I this is like a 10 out of 10. And again, that smug, cocky look on your face, as you said, there, staple.
And as you can see, the tongue also glows.
Yep, that's
And
something. That's something your
there
model
is
needs.
yes, well there is a saucy pick, and let's just say yes, the parts you cannot see also glow.
They do. Actually, that similarly comes up with the next picture.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah, the proper. This is the modern reference. This is the most up to date overall me.
This streak, does it glow too?
Mm. No,
No. Okay.
that is hair. That is actually hair dye.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like the parts of my body, like the way I put it is, it's essentially like glowy blood. Like you can see how the meat, how
Yeah.
my meat is blue. That's why it glow. So the hair is not part of that. The hair is
Gotcha.
just fashion. But you can see the
But we
thick
can
tail
we'll
here.
make I'll help you make it glow. Don't worry.
Okay, I mean we
Use
can use dye for that.
use a little bit of magic. Put a little bit of
Yeah.
magic in your dye. It'll be fine. Glowy hair
It's just,
dye does sound cool though. It does. So
mhm.
this model that I'm using now doesn't have it, but my actual model that I stream with, my hair tips glow because it's part of the magic and stuff like that of the character. You know, Samus's mother's hair. They call her RGB mom because her entire hair glows the different colors, and each one of her kids or grandchildren has a different color scheme to their hairstyle. Samus's is green, her sister's is blue. So we'll just use magic to make your hair glow, Callie.
Yeah, yeah. This is the most up to date current ref. This was drawn by my friend who they now go by Samantha. Um, they might have signed their old name on here, but yeah, they go by Samantha now. Uh, you can yeah, they went by Cupcake Carly when they drew it.
Okay.
Um, but as
Right,
you can see,
giant tail.
It's a
the
very
tail.
large tail.
So we were discussing how it should be. Do I want to have a dorsal fin and then just a thin tail, or do I want to have a tail that looks like a shark? So if you look, my tail literally just looks like a shark.
Yeah.
It is the shape of a shark, and that's why the dorsal fin's on there. I have toyed with the idea of potentially having a retractable one on the back, but that is not determined yet. Although technically now I just can because shape shifty.
You know, for
Hmm.
you, I wouldn't put one on your back. I'd put them on your arms.
Eh. I mean, arms for maneuverability.
I think, yeah, I think to kind of because to set that apart, you could have them on your arms, either your forearms or like your upper arms, stuff like that.
But
I think would look good.
now that I'm working on the shapeshifter thing, I could just be like, okay, do I want to be maneuverable? Do I want to be fast? What do I want? And
That's
just
true.
put the fins where I need.
We're gonna have Callie in different modes: quick mode, defense mode,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
attack mode,
Mm-hmm.
speed mode. These are all really good pictures. Thank you guys for sharing off your work. We have some more to look at
Sure.
that from others.
Ooh.
So this is stuff that Cybeast got commissioned of their characters that they sent to me over Discord. They're more of the like chaotic destroy
Scary.
style, very scary. This one's really cute.
Oh, that is.
Again, destructive. Um, she's a robot, or at least has mecha arms and stuff like that. The planet here, a city, and things are different scaled, which is interesting in this. Like there's a whole universe in a glass bottle, a planet here, a tiny city here, which the city itself, if you were to take it, could wrap over that planet. A car in a garage, an actual like big city. Queen of Shadows. This is Vicky and her dreams. So this is Vicky and her dreams. And the first one was Lumia. She has a similar. Okay, so again, more robotic-y stuff. This is really neat. I like this. I like the artist's style with it. I always enjoy the cloud parting thing whenever
Mm.
massive stuff comes in. Here's a cute one. I enjoy this. This is very cute. Very MMO-y, like VR MMO style. I would see this in an anime of a VR MMO. Very beautiful. I like
Oh, I'm
her
such a
look,
sucker for hollow screens like that.
right?
They're so good.
Mm-hmm. I like the color. It's very good stuff. Pixel Heart Goddess of Scale and Retro Games. That's funny. And then here you go. Your Cosmic Maid of Eternity is what the name of this one is. It kind of reminds me of Hoopa. Little portal
Yeah, yeah.
rings. Inspired by the Manuel the Gamer. Gotcha, so that was the last one. And Hyper Dimension Neptunia. Okay, that one makes sense. And this be the maid. Koan Koan Koanak Konko? I'm saying that. I'm probably butchering that name. These are very beautiful
Bongo?
pieces. Konko. They just had watched the Sonic movie not long before making this. Oh, that's funny. That's very
Yeah, I can
funny.
see it.
Yeah. Ko. Okay. Very cute. I have to take off the feed really fast because I'm gonna look at the Twitter because I know I got more posts on there. Uh oh boy. This one. Oh cool. We've got just a few more. These are all done by these are all Alonzo had posted these ones. Um Alonzo has a lot of fun ones. This was for the other day, it was Alonzo's birthday, and they got some nice birthday pictures from their friend Nikki underscore Giant GTS, where they organized a party, and her big gift was a shrink ray, which was used on him. After not being able to blow out the candles, Nikki helped him out a bit. Nikki is the one on this side, and he is right here trying to blow out the candles, and she helps him out, but blows him off the cake, and he falls. And I'm sure you all know where he might land. And he lands between their other friend's shirt. Blew way too hard. or did it on purpose and knew exactly what they were doing.
I'm gonna vote for the second one.
Yeah, they all look happy to see you in there. I'm just saying. And then one more piece from Alonzo. Kyushu Princess drew this for him. It's her point of view while she streams. So Kyushu Princess is another size VTuber that they're kind of like a magic-y girl style, and they have a strap with a tiny person on it. And in this case, Alonzo is in the strap at this point. And again, her point of view, she's looking down at him. It's a very cute. I love seeing their stuff, both Kyushu and Mizuki, because they always have very, very good stuff, and they always do really good point of view style things. There's one more. All right, give me 1 second to find it. Oh yeah, this one. So this one is a picture from Inna, and I made this one. Here I am. This only safe sizey pic I have is the one you made yourself, and I love it so very much. Here I am, sitting over a city, mountains behind me, and Inna is between my lap, between my thighs, sitting there, and we are looking down over the city. Holy cow! And it looks so it looks comfy. Well, I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very comfy.
Did you get the others I did of Dooney? Did you send them to me in? I got the one that you posted on my Twitter. That's the one that I got. It was on the Twitter. Let me double check. This one. Here we go. This is her. This is Little Red and Dooney in their Mobian forms, which is what they call the people who are into Sonic OCs and stuff like that call their Sonic designs Mobian. Very cute. You both look very cute in this. No, Anna, that one is not Twitch safe. Thank you guys for all sending us your art. These are all very cute, all very well done. Mobian, that's what it is. One of her and her friend that's a Mobian. Gotcha, it's her friend. Thank you all for sharing. This has been a very, very much longer stream than I thought. I thought 3 hours was like this is gonna go about just about 3 hours. 3 hours and 30 minutes. You guys did a good job. And Callie, thank you for coming in, even though your voice has been hurting you. And Sal, thank you for coming in. It's been a pleasure meeting you and getting to know you. And I hope to get to know you more in the future.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Yes, please do. We're gonna. Do you guys have anyone you would like me to raid?
I have I do have a friend streaming.
I can.
Volgotha.
Volvava? Can you?
Volgotha. I'll just type it.
Yeah,
I'll send it in
please.
Discord.
Please do. I will. We're gonna raid Callie's friend here. Do you have a raid message that you would like to send with it?
Let's see. I would just say she's under attack by big fishing company.
Okay, let me get that typed up.
Yeah, Volgotha. Let's give her a boost. She has all of 4 people watching her right now. So I've actually known her for a long time. Long time.
Do by two big fish. Two big fish. And a kaiju.
Yeah, kaiju.
Hey everyone, this is the raid message. Let's get the raid started. Looks like they're doing a Ocarina of Time multiplayer randomizer. Those are always fun to watch. If you've ever watched anything, watch that. Let me unpin that message. There we go. Guys, thank you so much for being here and doing this. We will be doing another Sizeday Friday in 2 weeks from now. That will be kaiju focused, so expect that. Today was a little bit more Pride focused because it's Pride Month, but it's also Kaijun, so I can't leave out the kaiju. I love you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you all Tuesday. That'll be my next stream day. And Monday, I believe, is VR chat hangout day. So if you would like to hang out in VR chat, either with a headset or on PC, just desktop, go ahead and do it. Callie, you have a model. You're allowed to come in. Sal, if you would like to join Callie, you're also more than welcome. We kind of try to do sizey stuff with it so you can have a bigger model and stuff like that and have fun.
Okay, sounds good.
I do have a shark model, a shark girl model you could use as well. That's not just Callie's.
We'll see.
Okay.
See what I'm doing that day.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, chat. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.